Welcome up to where'd Thank Me Later go? I was going to say, welcome to the 5-year anniversary show of the Upland Property Experts podcast. Stay tuned. We got a lot of shenanigans, a lot to talk about, and a lot to reminisce about. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
This is going to be a serious show. You know how you know that? No cap.
No cap.
It's the Upix podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, thank me later, and you're stupid to win. Might be coming up. Session as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in iconic in. Welcome to Upland. Grab your Upix, man. On your way, and the door hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping. Over to moving and shucking. I'm Scrooge McDuckin in Upix.
Oh, yeah. I had to go old school.
Old school.
But welcome to the Upland Property Experts podcast. I am too stupid to win, and as always, I'm joined by Thank Me Later. How we doing, brother?
What up, man? Living the dream.
Yeah. I was wondering, I'm like, dang, he's got no cap on, and I thought it was a mistake, and I thought that's where you disappeared to.
Oh, no, I was closing the door. The dogs are going nuts.
Yeah, my youngest was in here. He's like, Dad, I'm just going to build with Legos while you do your show, so just don't be too loud. I'm like, yeah, that's not how it works, bro. I'm like, it's kind of like the other way around. You don't be too loud when I do my show. So we had a little disagreement.
He's like, Dad, I'm in the middle of some important construction work. I don't want your BS show to interrupt that.
He was all about that. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're out of Genesis week. 5 years ago on June 17th, we held our first podcast and it was a hot mess. I still haven't gone back and listened to the first one, but I believe it was a great hot mess.
Oh, I did.
You did. You actually listened to something that we did before?
Yeah. I was like, man, it was so bad.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway.
Absolutely.
I was like, I can't remember. I think I was going to clip some of it and then I got distracted. Or maybe I forgot. Oh, did I clip it? Where would I have clipped it to?
I don't know.
Anyway, maybe.
I don't know. I did clip some stuff too. I was kind of excited to share how fellow guests of the show have predicted the future in Upland. So I got some of those examples tonight too from recent Upland announcements. Yeah. Yeah. One and only Mars, Utah has one of the predictions that was super awesome. So
yeah, no, I went back and listened. Like we were talking about like Alamos Square and communities and like neighborhood ratings and stuff and like buildings way before it was actually announced. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to listen to episodes 1 through 100, you got to go to Spotify. I don't think it was on. I don't think it was on YouTube at that point.
No, it wasn't on YouTube. We didn't start doing YouTube until January of 22.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to find it on Spotify or your favorite streaming platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock. He just popped in just to say hi or pushing buttons, not knowing what happens.
He was like, what does this do?
Yeah. All righty. You want to jump into Mass Chef?
Yeah. Put up Mass Chef.
All right. Bringing in the one and only Mass Chef. Talking some racing.
What is up, gentlemen? Holy crap, 5 years.
5 years.
That means that I've been appearing on your show for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Time flies.
Hadn't really thought of it, but man, that's time flies. That's crazy.
The podcast is older than my youngest child.
Wow. That certainly puts it in perspective.
Right.
That means when your youngest child is old, you'll be really old.
Oh, they already told me I'm really old. Come on now.
Dude, I'm in the same boat because my youngest is 11. My oldest is 31.
Oh, wow.
That's a gap.
Yeah. 20 years between my oldest and youngest.
Man, your pullout game's weak as AF, but happy Father's Day, my
No
friend.
shit. Same to you, brother. Oh my God. So I'll tell you what, we had some pretty exciting racing over Genesis week because we did the finals from the Genesis Grand Championship final, which was pretty awesome. It was long, but it was cool. Of course, City Pigeon takes home the victory. That was his 5th series victory in a row. So he had an awesome weekend. San Mahoney also with an awesome weekend because not only did he take 2nd place in the grand finale, he also took the championship in the Ultimate Racing League Champion Series for his 4th series championship. So very, very cool. Cruzarito grabbing that 3rd place spot, Warner 1976 and 4th, Matsuda 5th, Crowley 27 and 6th, Metashbook 7, Bajo 8, JH 2271 and 9th, Akapropi, the one and only, and 10th, Alejo 11th, and Risey rounding out the top 12. So they all got a nice payday. The minimum payout was 100,000 UPIX for these guys. So
Wow.
I think City Pigeon took home 350,000. So it was a very nice payout. Not to mention the cool badges and all the other stuff that came with it. I think you got a cart as well, one of the Genesis carts. So that was pretty cool, also. But yeah, so this is how we rounded out the Ultimate Racing League Series. San Mahoney, like I said, grabbing that 4th championship in a row. SC Kicker getting 2nd place after taking several series off. Comes back with a bang and grabs that 2nd place position. And then Vape High Guy rounding out the top 3. And then, of course, we had our race to 1 million. And again, the Mahoney team came out on top on that one as well with a huge victory, 407 total points over 3 seasons. So big congratulations to those guys for the whole season. It was pretty awesome. And that's
Nice.
Oh,
we're back. Sorry. There we are.
Yeah. So it was an awesome season, and now we're gonna take a break until Sizzle season. So we'll be coming back in August, starting up with our Pro Series again with the Series 1Es, and I am looking to do another 3-team expansion for a total of 12 teams or 24 drivers.
Whoa.
So if anybody's looking to start up a racing team, hit me up in DMs and let me know, and we will get you on the boards for the upcoming S1E Pro Series starting at the end of August. So can't wait.
Nice.
It's going to be awesome. In
Yeah.
5 years, holy crap, you guys. 5 years, that's incredible.
Oh, yeah. You're muted. Thank me later if you didn't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I realize that now. I think I didn't end up I recorded. So I couldn't figure out how to get the crap off of Spotify. So what I did was, what I remembered, I was just like, oh, I streamed the Spotify. I went into StreamYard and I streamed the Spotify and recorded it in StreamYard.
Ah.
That's what I did. So I won't play the whole episode. I realized I recorded the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
But I'll play later in the show. I'll play the first ever clip. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh,
I
my
believe
goodness.
it.
I can't wait to listen to that.
I believe. Oh, so speaking of Genesis week, we want to do that now.
Oh, well, actually, hold on. I don't know if you guys have heard that. So speaking of, wait. Oh, wait. Are you talking about his Genesis week thing? What are you talking about?
No,
Are we talking
our Genesis week thing.
just Genesis week in general? Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I got sent something by, I want to say Lightning Leg. I'm going to say that. Hold on. Let me verify who sent it, because it was either No, sorry, it wasn't Lightning. It was Vape High Guy. Vape High Guy sent me something.
Okay.
And so let me this. Here, this. I think it's with sound. Oh, you can put us.
Oh, okay. Put us back. Okay.
Yeah. This is just in fact, like, I don't know. You can make it so like this is smaller. I haven't actually made it all the way through this
Okay.
But this was sent by Vape High Guy, and it's Gen Week Funk.
Okay.
So wait, so if I hit play, will it play now? I don't know. Or are you trying to find a thing that like minimum? That's fine.
Yeah.
A pretty good jam.
And all across the metaverse, it's time to play. The Genesis week is here, up and won't wait. We're dancing in the nose, mint that heat. We're dancing in the nose, get on your feet. In Hyde Park, they're clapping in Creedmoor, they slide. Evergreen lasers bumping avatars in stride. Sherwood Forest gotta beat the thumps. Quailwood's got sparks and digital jumps. We're mitting in El Sereno, racing in the zone. St. James got rhythm in every home. Bronxdale's bouncing to a classic groove. This Upland party's got a global move. We're dancing in the nose, yeah, wave that flag. We're dancing in the nose, make those prices swag. From Cosme Bay Ho to the heart of Bordeaux, it's Genesis week, come on, let's go. Chatsworth pumping with Metaverse Soul. Howard Beach got rhythm rolling out of control. NCM stand tall, neon bright and proud. Harney's A's moving with the downtown crowd. Midtown Terrace shining in the sky, throwing sparks up high as the drones fly by. Here come the legends, roll call time. Let's give these OGs a little rhyme. The ninjas strike fast, bringing stealth and flair. Shack to land vibes with electric air. Mash chefs serving heat on digital plates. City pigeons wingspan dominates. Wolf Warner speeding past your screen. A swirly drop spark like a slot machine. Picasso's painting the meta in gold. It's Genesis week and the party's bold. We're dancing in the nose, drop those pins. We're dancing in the nose, every city wins. No matter your style, I'm in a building grooving bold. We're dancing in the nose, Upland's feeling great. From avatars jumping the blockchains aglow. It's Genesis week, now go, go, go. Dance in the nose, Hyde Park, dance in the nose. Creedmoor, dance in the nose, dance in the nose, oh, no.
It just brings it down. There you go.
That's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
to answer Dizzy's question, who had the first initial node? Well, I'd say it's the first initial community with Alamo Square. It started with China back in March or April of 2020, writing
Yeah.
a bunch of the players about, hey, let's all buy this neighborhood, and it had sentimental meaning to him and his wife. And then he sent it into Upland and said, hey, here's the concept of communities and neighborhoods. So Alamo Square was the original, and it had a bunch of OGs in it.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that Alamo Square was the first community neighborhood, like now known as nodes. Alamo Square didn't coin the term node. Not
Nope.
claiming that.
Nope.
But yeah, I know. Stir the pot. I'm not claiming that.
No.
But if you want to talk first community neighborhood, aka node, Alamo Square. There's not even a question. It was years, maybe not years, definitely months before anybody else. I mean, it was like, it's actually, I think in the first episode we talk about it. which
Yeah.
is crazy. So that's 5 years ago. Like before there was any sort of buildings or anything. It was kind of insane how early that concept came, and Choina kind of put that together. So
Yeah. And a
Yeah.
lot of players nowadays don't even know who Choina is.
oh yeah, no, that's a shame.
And Choina got us into NBA Top Shot early alpha testing and made us rich.
Printed some money on that. Boy howdy.
Yeah.
Although I also think that he got me into chibis.
I wasn't going to bring that one up. I was going to leave that one alone.
You can't talk about the history of 5 years of this show and not talk about chibis. Oh my gosh. The chibi saga is a whole thing. Whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Also, yeah, well, anyway.
Oh, all right. Congratulations to all the winners.
B token. Oh, dude, I gotta check my B token. I'm probably rich, actually. What am I doing here?
No, you're not.
I'm probably rich from B token. That's got to be out the moon by now.
No,
No?
you're not.
You're not.
Dang.
Congratulations to all the Genesis winners. Do you guys want to see the acceptance speech we sent in case we won? Because I think we made a hell.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I guess if we're covering G Week, shout out to Upland Terra. Congratulations, Uplander of the Year. Charles FR,
Part of the
Designer
31.
of the Year.
Part of the 31 and 31.
Yeah, another 31. And
Y2K.
it is Y2K. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I call him Y2K, but I'm like, is that actually his name?
And Guide's the name of his show, but Y2K is the player. Yes.
Gotcha. Ninjas were robbed. Anyway.
I knew it was coming.
But you know what? I think we might have caused them for being robbed.
I do apologize, but we might have been the reason. Sorry, ninjas, that you didn't win. And that will be a little bit more clear when you see our acceptance speech as well. What is going on? What is Boulder making?
I have no
Who
idea.
tried to show us Boulder? Mushroom?
I don't want to know what he's trying to show us.
I'm very curious. Anyway. All right.
You ready for it?
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh, we're going to do it with, all right.
Oh, I didn't have the audio, so.
Wait, there's no audio.
Oh, no.
So what you got to do? So what you got to do?
I forgot to hit share audio.
No, but you can't, unless you're going to share your whole screen and then it's going to double take over. You have to go to wherever it's downloaded or go to your file and then drop it into a Explorer window or whatever browser that you have StreamYard open in.
Mm-hmm.
You can drop it in, and that way it'll be as a tab, and then you can share tab and share audio. Because the only way to share audio, and I discovered this 5 minutes before the show, is you have to share your whole screen. But then any audio you're wearing headphones, so that probably wouldn't matter. But it causes echo. But if you just share the tab, so you can drag the video into a browser tab, an open browser tab, and then share that tab.
Even this way, if I do it this way, it echoes.
I don't know. We'll see.
Congratulations!
Hi, Park.
Wait, what?
No.
No, we won.
There's no way. That's got to be a typo.
What?
Holy cow.
Wow, I can't
No
believe it.
way.
I really thought Hyde Park had it in the bag.
It had to be. It had to be Hyde Park. I didn't see it any other way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
This to me only means one thing. I don't know what it means to you.
It's got to be the community.
It's the community. Like, shout out to the community. Best community in all Web3. Hands down.
Thank you guys so much for supporting us the last 5 years. And it's been an honor to be nominated the last 4 years.
Yeah. And to go back to back is a feather in our cap. Absolutely. Could not have asked for more.
And that's amazing going back to back, especially with the competition we were up against this year. The Upland Guide, L Slack with the Vulgar Uplander, Upland After Dark, and of course the Hyde Park Ninjas.
I mean, what a lineup. I mean, it is truly the next wave, the next generation of broadcasters who are coming in. They are shaking things up. They are bringing that edge and positivity that I know that this community is hungry for, and we love to see it. We genuinely do.
And speaking of the new people coming in, you know, we got a big announcement. You know, if 5 years, on Thursday, June 19th, it will be our 5-year anniversary show, and it will be the last episode of the Upland Property Experts podcast. We're hanging it up.
Hanging it up. It is not because of the lack of our love and appreciation for the community or of this game. We know that Upland is going to do great things. And I think, you know, and I'll let Too Stupid speak for his piece, but for me, I think it is time to step back a little bit from the public spotlight of Upland and let this new wave of just amazing, enthusiastic, and creative people come and usher in the next big level ups that are sure to come with Upland and this community.
Yeah, you pretty much summed up the way that I see it too. You know, for 5 years, every Thursday night, we've been coming to you on whatever device you watch us on or wherever you're watching us. And, you know, it's been awesome. It's been amazing. But after 5 years too, there's, you know, a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed on Thursday nights. So definitely come and check us out Thursday night.
In real life, like what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's been, this win does not come without its sacrifices. And anybody who's been doing this for any amount of time knows the time and effort. And, you know, shout out to Too Stupid. I mean, doing 31 and 31 was unheard of in this community as far as like the amount of effort that went into coordinating that and getting that amount of community power in one place and scheduling all of that was no small feat, and I'm sure had a big impact on why we were able to go back to back this year. So, you know, all of the praise and kudos. Be sure send him the award. He needs to put it next to his other one. It's been much deserved.
No, and thank you for supporting me each and every week and making this happen, because we got a great yin and yang that goes well together. And, you know, hey, Upland community, thank you so much for letting us go back to back. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That means everything to us.
Yep. And don't forget, see us on the 19th for the last and final episode of the UpX podcast.
Yeah, so no joke, this is the last episode.
No cap.
We were trying to push this to 300. We had ideas to stream, to just like do dumb stuff to get us to episode 300. So we ended on a nice number of 300. But yeah, it's legit. After 5 years, every Thursday night, coming to your living rooms, bathrooms, bedrooms, laying next to your wife with headphones on like some of you do. Hey, I get some weird messages during the week. It is legit. But it's awesome. It was awesome checking in and hanging out with everybody on Thursday nights for the last 5 years. And especially back in the day when we were on Zoom and then people took over the screens and drew crazy stuff, and anybody would pop into the Zoom while we were like recording the show and they just like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty insane. Yeah. Oh,
Now this wasn't just all of a sudden. We've been talking about this for a couple months now. This wasn't just a rash decision. It's something that we talked about. You know, we discussed when would be a good date to end it because of just challenges in real life. So
yeah. So yeah, I mean, we didn't want to, I don't know, like, there was other things going on. Yeah, it just seemed like announcing it this way was the easiest. I mean, we were going to do an Irish goodbye and just like at the end of this episode, just be like, oh, and by the way, we're never doing this again. Bye. But we figured, maybe not do that. Yeah. So also unbeknownst, hopefully it got well, actually, hold on. Before I do that, do you want to hear the first episode?
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on, let's see here. Window, let's see what is. No. Yes. Let's see here. Really what I did, I just recorded, like, I just streamed this screen.
Property Experts podcast.
Oh, here it is. This is it.
What's going on, Uplanders? Welcome to the first episode of the Upland Property Experts podcast, better known as the UpX podcast. I'm too stupid to win, and I'm joined by everybody's favorite turtle, head of Team Turtle. Thank me later.
Our audio is shit.
What's up, Uplanders? Oh, I get a cheer.
Oh, for sure, my man. You definitely get a cheer. What's going on? Thank me later.
Whew. Not much, man. It's been a busy 10 days. We got the Genesis podcast, doing the Genesis event, covering. It's an exciting day.
Very exciting day. We've been trying to get this podcast together for a little bit. Little disclaimer about the podcast.
Oh, our disclaimer.
Is,
remember we used to put this crap on there?
Upland is not responsible for any content or comments made on this
written down.
episode or this podcast.
You're like-
They're the sole discretion of myself and Thank Me Later.
Oh, yeah.
So as you said, we got Genesis week on our Genesis podcast. We have 5 content.
To chance. So one of the last content,
Yeah. So
really fun. It was a great week of events.
yeah. So also, you should take away from this.
Occupying
If you are
Snow
thinking
Valley
about starting,
was, definitely
stream,
interesting.
do it. Yeah.
That was us.
This was us 5 years ago. And we're not much better, but it was way worse to start with.
Cafe or maybe just a park with some
Oh,
golden.
yeah. Look, I mentioned
it doesn't
cafe.
earn any
Priceless
money.
property.
Yeah.
Well, they had cafes
Yeah.
in the white
Can't
paper.
put
Put a price on it. I bet you nobody can walk you off this property on a
Oh
sales
yeah, let me
price.
talk about the Genesis.
No. There's no
And then I
price.
talk
but
about putting a cafe there.
there's
That never happened.
Wasn't enough. All of a sudden, you wake up one morning and they drop these Genesis rings
the
on us.
Genesis
They ended
ring.
up
Oh yeah, the
they-
middle of the week too, like out of nowhere.
in the middle of the week, out of nowhere. They're like,
Oh,
"Hey,
man, that's exciting. Anyway.
UpX."
And I think I got a clip from hold on, let's see here. I don't
Yeah,
remember
so-
I don't, what this is, but it's
If you love Upland, definitely do it, man.
yeah, hold on.
Man, what a pre-show. And debated. So that really put me in a great mood for the show, and we do have a great show for you tonight. You are listening on December 10th, 2020. So we're getting close to the end of the year. Next week will mark 6 months of the UPX podcast being on the air.
Remember why I clipped it.
So hopefully
Oh,
I didn't get you anything for the anniversary, so you can suck it up.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they're also not listening probably today, but it was recorded on the 10th.
Yeah, but it's referenced so you know what's going on the game, and all the numbers are related to.
Yeah,
this
you can
date,
go back
if
and
you catch
listen. There's a
this
bunch of
years in the
this- we
future.
used to do
3 to
numbers
5
every
years in the
week.
future.
you're new.
You know what's
go
up.
back and listen to these crazy
And
episodes.
the best as was always, you I reading did the not get a names. chance to
Oh.
bring Block Unchained's definition of what is Upland
No, hold on.
my soundboard.
If you go back to episode 1, and I will spend the time to find it, you actually were the first person to ever mispronounce a name on the show.
Yeah, and then
You-
I realized, then I was smart enough to realize I'm not going to be the one known for it. So I just kind of turned it over to you.
Yeah, but like you initiated, you broke the first bad naming. I don't remember what it was, but you messed it up for sure.
Oh, I did. Absolutely. Or tonight.
Slacker.
Absolutely. But we do have And we're still
Great
calling
show for
each
you.
other names
We're
5 years
going to
later.
jump right into the numbers. I'm not going to tell them. I'm just going to play Edon.
Oh, Edon. No, come on. Let's give our non-biased opinion. Upland is just a game. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
No,
Too
no, no,
soon.
no, no.
Too soon. No,
Too
no,
soon.
no. Too soon.
Oh, that was such a
Upland-
debate.
Upland is,
Yeah.
I think I would actually go as far to say it's an NFT platform. Like, or can a DApp be a platform? Can you have a
I don't
DApp
know why I
platform
recorded this crap.
that uses NFTs?
Here's DAP form.
Ooh, I like it.
Dap.
Building, and they've teased us at racing and NFT portals galore, and I mean they're really blurring the lines between reality and virtual in some really
they
cool
were,
ways.
and they
Now,
delivered on all of
Panini,
that. Over
they
5.
make, they've been releasing sports cards on the blockchain. I'm going to be interested if you're going to be able to integrate your
Spoiler.
Panini
No.
sports cards into
Absolutely
Upland
not.
and be
I
able
don't
to
even
have a
think those are
card
still
shop
okay.
that sells sports cards and memorabilia.
No. Anyway.
Panini still
Who
does
names
it.
their company Panini though?
I mean, that's a long.
I don't know. I was like, I got bored. My ADHD won, so there was a bunch of clips, but there was so much content.
That
But
was awesome.
I did reach out because I knew that I wouldn't have the brain capacity to do it. I did reach out to some other Uplanders
Okay.
and empower some other people to help us out. Rock, are you good?
We got
you
the
ready?
double thumbs up. Okay.
You ready to roll this? Can we add more people to we have
Mhm.
Can we just
Who
add
makes-
everybody to the screen? If you want to
can.
come on, give a thumbs up. We got a bunch of people in the background. Oh yeah, let's just bring everybody on. I don't know how it's gonna work when we're sharing content, but
I have no idea. We have to think about that.
well, let's just see what happens.
Shaq and Dizzy haven't given us a thumbs up.
Oof.
Oh,
Are
so
you
there's
ready?
Shaq.
Well,
Oh, there they
they're-
are.
They're there.
They're there.
They're there.
They're already there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey,
Are
no,
you ready?
so wait, time out. We've done this show for 5 years, and the last show you come prepared? Get the out of here. Get the Franklin bomb out of here. You actually
Hey,
prepped,
prepared.
reached out to people, and did stuff before the show.
He's a procrastinator.
Yeah, I'm pro.
Oh, that's too funny.
Just need to wait here to come back.
Come back to stupid.
Get back here.
I like this. One more year.
I was like, don't act like you don't already have tissues next to your computer, buddy.
Yes.
Now I got my High Park Ninja shirt.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Don't start
cry
playing
into that.
Lego with your kid.
All right. What you got?
So
So,
what you got, Rock?
hope we can
Oh, look at that! It just makes us all really tiny.
try to share, but yeah,
There,
fix it just a bit. Let me know when it's ready to go.
Go for it.
Let's get him off the screen.
Oh, what is this? Right. Good evening, morning, or whatever time zone Upland is delaying cities releases now. Ladies and gentlemen, Uplanders, bots, property holders, spark farmers, no lords, unregistered visitors, mint snipers, and Cleveland Forever loyalists. Paper hands, diamond hands, and those with no hands because they rage sold everything in 2022. Decorators, flippers, rent-seeking giraffes, and spark-brain zombies. Bakali NFT traders, Discord philosophers, and spreadsheet overlords. Oh my God. Unverified alts, suspiciously fast clickers, and just one more property addicts. Ornament whales, vanilla veterans, and people still waiting for Portal to sell out. Block explorer fashionistas, treasure hunting sweet lords, and the three remaining EOS purists. Builders, burners, bots who became sentient, and that one guy still complaining about Spark Quick. Tonight, We gather not to mourn the loss of weekly rants, but to honor the unbelievable miracle that two grown men somehow convinced an entire community to listen to them ramble about virtual estate for half a decade. Half a decade. Bloody hell. That's longer than most of the NFTs have stayed relevant. Bravo.
That's fair.
They called it the Upland Property Experts. Most of us called it background noise while maintaining properties. But let's be honest, this podcast made us feel something special. It made us feel special, entertained, and occasionally, like we understood how property earnings work. We still don't. But these two didn't just run a podcast on property earnings. They ran an underground therapy session for Uplanders. They told us when to buy, when to sell, when to be afraid. And most importantly, they reminded us every week that somehow this ridiculous metaverse is still relevant, just like them. Barely. Tonight, we gather not to mourn the loss of weekly events, but to honor the unbelievable miracle that two grown men, too stupid to win, just like later, actually managed to show up week after week for 5 full years of podcasting. So, if this is the end, if this is the final curtain call, let it be known they didn't just podcast. They podcasted. It was never for the fame. It was never for the glory, I believe. It was for the one thing no one could deny them, a microphone. And no one to mute them around. And somehow, we kept listening for half a decade. That's longer than most meta ventures lasted. Longer than the average apartment build. Longer than it took racing to become relevant. And definitely longer than most of us held onto Quellwood. The real music house, all that banter, and that unmistakable energy of two friends podcasting through the fog of this metaverse madness. So, whether this is the last ride or just another will be back after the next update that mysteriously never arrives, we want to say thank you, Jim! Thank you, Joe! For never shying away from a bad joke, a bold take, or an opinion clearly made up 5 seconds before going live. But don't take my word for it. Let's roll the clips.
Thanks for all the hard job, guys, and also the fun. And keep going, keep going. We're here to hear from you guys. Cheers.
Too stupid to win and thank me later. It's been 5 long years since they've been together. The rants, the whiskey, the reasons, the rhyme, with only 2 redactions because they do it in time. Keep them coming. We love you, the Dice Dada.
Boom. 5 years. Huge thanks to Stupid to Win and TML for 5 amazing years with non-stop entertainment. You are the best. All the best. Greetings from Swedish Mogul in the Creedmoor Hub. Cheers.
Hallo ihr zwei. Vielen Dank für 5 Jahre Apix Podcast. Bleibt so wie ihr seid. Hello you too. Thank you for the last 5 years Apix Podcast. Stay as you are. Greetings, Boilemann.
Thank you to the Upix Podcast for 5 amazing years of devotion to the Upland community.
What's up, party people? Wolf in the house. First of all, shout out Too Stupid to Win. 5 years. Got it? 5. I would have to say my favorite Too Stupid to Win moment is actually him falling on the sword and apologizing for a whiskey-inspired rant. It kind of showed me at that point that Too Stupid to Win was not too proud to apologize. Real talk, man. Peace.
Happy 5th birthday, Upix Podcast. I want to thank you both for your honest opinions your thought-provoking arguments, the occasional rant, and the hours of nonsensical entertainment that you have provided us all the last 5 years. Keep going, because I don't know what playing Upland would be without you. Thank you for all the time you've given us.
Hey, this is Boulder Magic. I will truly miss spending my Thursday nights with Thank Me Later and Too Stupid to Win in the UPX podcast after show and pre-show. Thank you for a great 5 years.
Hey guys, Prado here. Congratulations for the 5 years. Thank you so much for this time. I learned a lot from you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Too Stupid to Win, TML. It's JT, Just NFT3. Just wanted to say thanks for everything that you guys do. Love you guys. Peace.
Hey guys, this is Ant-Man89 here. I just want to wish the UpX podcast crew much success on their next endeavors. It's really sad to see you guys go, and you will definitely be missed. Take care, guys.
Thanks so much. Too Stupid to Win. Your consistency over the 5-year period has been absolutely amazing. I'm glad you're still one of the OGs that's doing this. And man, I have such a great time hanging out on your show.
Yo, it's your boy Mars Utah coming through. 5 years of the Upland Property Xperts podcast. Just want to thank you boys, Too Stupid to Win, and Thank Me Later for all you've done over the last 5 years for the Upland community. You know we love you from the bottom of your heart. Thank you for all you do for us, and thank you personally for having me on this voyage together. I love you two bros. Thank you.
G'day, guys from Upland Property Xperts. It's your boys over here at the Time Zone Trio coming at you from all over the planet from 8 a.m. for the band, 4 p.m. for me, and almost midnight for Elslack. It ain't easy to get all three of us here together, but we did it for you.
Yeah, Too Stupid, you've been a massive inspiration. I don't necessarily have a specific highlight for you, but just the fact that you've been doing this thing for 5 years with your pesky little sidekick over there is a real big feat. No pun intended. Just real proud of you guys. Proud of you, Too Stupid, keeping it all together. I know it's not easy, but you've been doing a great job. So keep it up.
Ja, det er litt vanskelig å se på dere sånn midt på natta for meg, men gratulerer med 5 år. Let's do it in English. I can't watch you guys when you're live in the middle of the night for me, so but I used to catch the show on the replays a lot. So congrats for 5 amazing years. 5 more. Come on.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Upland Property Xperts, Too Stupid to Win. Keep sticking together and keeping your little crew. You really are an inspiration. Thanks a lot, guys.
When I first stumbled upon the UpX podcast, Too Stupid to Win's name kind of made me laugh a little bit. I chuckled. It's such a clever blend of humor and humility, and I think my first impression of his name was right about him. His humility and dedication to the Upland community shines through, and I love hearing his heartfelt stories about his family. You can just tell that he loves his family and he loves our Upland community. So even though Thank Me Later might rib you about it, you're a true citizen in my book, not just in Upland, but in how you lead your family and how you participate in your community, your neighborhood. So to Too Stupid to Win, thanks for 5 years of laughs, insights, and entertainment. It's been a great ride.
Hey, UpX Podcast. Thanks for the last 5 years of great entertainment. There's been lots of sparks and lots of fun on your shows and a lot of great information along the way. And I know personally, this is the first podcast I was on, and I just appreciate everything you guys have done for the community as a whole. So good luck in your future endeavors.
TML, Whiskey Jim, thanks for 5 years of streaming, entertainment, and most importantly, becoming good friends. Cheers.
I just want to say thank you to Jim for all that you do on the UpX podcast show. It's very obvious how much time and effort did you put into it, and the show probably wouldn't be where it is without you. Congratulations to 5 years. TML, you're there too. you add the spice, but the nuts and bolts is Jim. Okay?
Hi, Uplanders. I'm OB1PR from Puerto Rico. I just want to say thank you to TML and Stupid to Win for 5 years of knowledge, discipline, passion, and progress. That's Bermuda April Fools was a classic moment. Thank you, guys. You rock.
Rock, thank you so much, and whoever else helped put that all together. And thank you, community. That was an amazing video. Thank you guys so much. Now that makes me feel bad. We dropped the bomb on you like that.
Well, because I will say, well, hold on. There was one more that I didn't get submitted in time because your boy TM had to get in on it.
To the most hardest working, dedicated, fantastic, and handsome Uplander in the game, Too Stupid to Win, you have our gratitude.
No, I say you're separate.
You're special.
You're special. No, I slacked. I didn't get it in to Rock before the cut. Yeah. And sorry for all the deception. We didn't tell most of you. We just said, hey, we wanted some clips for the 5-year anniversary. We did not. We intentionally didn't mention that it was our last show. So many of you did not know that.
So you were behind this too, Joe?
I mean, I started it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, brother. And I appreciate you being here each and every week when you could be here. And it's been awesome for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. No, anyway, so yeah, at the end of last week, I was like, I got to do something for this idiot. It's going to be a crappy show just saying goodbye. I guess I was rally the troops. Luckily, Rodrigo, absolutely amazing, helped quarterback this. I mean, he did 99% of that work. I sent out a bunch of things. Honestly, no one replied to me. I think I got 4 replies, but I think Rock then rallied the troops. And so huge shout out to the rest.
Shaq and Bielik Bietok helped me a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So yeah, I really, was not useful. In fact, you saw my clipping ability. I got distracted. I was like, oh, I want to get a Michael D clip. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. And then I'm like, oh, it's Thursday and we're about to stream. And I have not done any of it. Fantastic.
Rock, thank you so much. Thank you for Shaq, Billy. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. That was amazing. I love the Burger King crown too.
That was truly art. You need to get on Left House's movie program. I think you guys could. I would watch all of your films.
I do have to say, sorry, Cheese. I messed up with your video. Cheese also sent one. I didn't include it. Sorry.
Oh, well, hold on. Wait. Hold on. No, I got it. Hold on. I knew there was something missing. Hold on. Give me a second.
I had to mute myself, Rock. That intro was so funny. It was so great.
Really thought about it. TML had the idea for Too Stupid. I tried to make it for both. Most of the people understood the idea. Thank you for everyone who helped a lot. Even with the thoughts, Babe Hi Guy said, no, I'm not going to do anything. It was brilliant that he did something at the end. It's a community. And I wanted just to show what the community wanted to let you know how we are going to bloody miss you.
No, I really appreciate it. And it was not an easy decision for us to make and to do. It was a lot of discussion and a lot of time of when was the right time.
Not Southern at all.
Yeah. Hold on. We got. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of my favorite ones too, and she sent it in. She was to be very clear, Cheese was one of the first to reply, and this would not have been easy because I don't know anything about animating, but I don't know how long this took. But this definitely would have been hard. I couldn't have done it. I'll just say that. Oh, here we go.
Hey,
I love
it's
it already.
Morchie's here, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to the Epics podcast on their anniversary. 5 years, goddamn. Everyone lift up your
Thank you.
whiskey and cheers these guys in true Whiskey Jim fashion.
That is awesome, Cheese.
I love that.
Love it.
The goddamn got me. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Yeah, sorry, Cheese. Sorry.
So, did we ever play all the AI theme songs that Dirk sent to us?
I don't remember. I think we tried to go through some of them. There was just so many.
Yeah, here was the grunge one. I kind of like the grunge one.
Welcome friends to the UPX show. We're Upland adventures flow. Thank me later, let's set things right. You know me, I will rant tonight. Hey there, Uplanders, come on in. You know me, I am too stupid to win. From cities built to treasures found. In Upland's world, fun knows no bounds. On the UPX podcast, we laugh and play with funny moments every day.
Then I did like, was it the Dark Wave one?
Welcome, friends, to the OPEX show where metaverse adventures flow. I'm Thank Later, your guide tonight. We're too stupid to win. Let's set things right. Hey there, Uplanders, come on in with tales of triumph. Where do we begin? From cities built to treasures found in Upland's world. Fun knows no bounds.
Then we have
Friends to the OPEX show where metaverse adventures flow. I'm Thank Me Later, your guide tonight. Too stupid to win, let's set things right.
Welcome, friends, to the Apex show where Upland adventures flow. I'm Thank Me Later, let's set things right.
that one wasn't the greatest.
Welcome, friends, to the OPEX show where Upland.
Oh, that was horrible hip hop.
Was this AI before AI?
Yes.
Totally is.
This was when Upland was using AI and made some of those absolutely horrendous marketing things that were like the most ridiculous garbage.
Welcome, friends, to the OPEX show. I'm Thank Me Later.
Oh my
let's set
God.
things right. You know me, I will rant tonight.
Right.
That's for
Welcome, friends, to the UPEX show where metaverse
It was
adventures flow.
big,
I'm Thank Me
that was a
Later,
big
your guide
announcement.
tonight with too stupid to win. Let's set things right.
Welcome, friends, to the Apex store where Upland adventures flow. Later, let's set things
Have you started
right.
one?
You know I will rant tonight.
So those were all awesome. He gave it to us last year at G Week Live.
Yeah. Well, hey, honestly, it's probably a better show anyway. Go watch the Hyde Park Ninjas. I don't watch any of these streams, including our own, but if I did, it would be the Hyde Park Ninjas.
Thanks, T-Mail. It's not great, but we're having fun.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
That's right.
I do have. I was going to save this for like the very, very end, but I do have one last special thing. I don't know how much more content we got in us or time that we're going to spend, but I do have one. Like this is it. This is my last trick out of the hat.
I'm super impressed of everything you've already done. Like this is in like 5 years, you've never done this much prep or research for a show ever.
Well, I'm trying not to get fucking emotional because I've done good so far. But after last week, I fucking had a breakdown. I was like, God damn, this dude has dedicated 5 years of his life to this nonsense.
Yep.
How do you?
Well,
Make
you
sure
have
you do
too. You've been there each and every week, and I've kept you engaged. When somebody that has your attention span, I'm amazed that you stuck with me for 5 years.
He's giving you the Genesis. No, I'm not. Whoa, hold on. Let's bringing it back down real quick. It ain't that. Let's calm down. And yeah, the other thing is like, I mean, I can't speak for Too Stupid. I'm not selling out Upland. Like, I'm not selling
No,
out any of
I'm
my
not.
accounts. I am stepping back from the game in general.
The podcast.
And the podcast and everything. Like, don't try and reach me on Discord. That I'm not disabling it, but like my TML Discord is going to be essentially not used anymore. I'm taking a break from Web3. I'm doing more RL stuff, but I did have one final gift, and this was probably the hardest thing I had to do because I had to, well, I'll just play it, and I think you'll understand that this was not easy to get.
Hi there. Thank me later, Too Stupid to Win. Here's the headquarters of Upland, and we are here to say a big thank you for the 5 years of work you have put into the Apex podcast.
Thank you guys for 5 great years. I had the personal pleasure of being on your podcast several times. And again, thank you so much for what you've done to the community. We hope to see you again, come back to broadcasting in the future, and all the best from Upland.
So we wish you the best. And again, never say never. Hopefully see you again in the metaverse.
Thanks again from the Upland HQ.
There you go, buddy.
Wow. Thank you. Wow. That's amazing.
Yep. Had to crawl through some broken glass. Get that one done.
But he prepared, and he's starting to prepare, so he will be definitely ready for the future.
So we'll see him next week. Thank me later.
No. No.
And
probably not that yet.
I'm not taking a break from Upland. I'm still playing Upland. I'm going to take a break from streaming. I do enjoy streaming. I really need to figure out what I want to do next. So who knows what's coming next? But yeah.
Yeah. No, I really hope that that you do come back to streaming, Too Stupid. I think you are a great voice for the community. I think, you do a great job. I think you could just host your own and just bring on special guests and special guest hosts. And I mean, you got a great crew here. So take your break. But I really hope that that you keep it alive somehow. And I hope that I get to hear. And who knows, maybe I'll make a guest appearance at some point if you do bring it back. But yeah, I'm definitely stepping back. Web3 is just not for me, unfortunately. Like you guys, I meant it when I said this is the best Web3 community out there. That said, Web3 communities in general are really difficult for me. They're like I don't like online gaming communities because of other reasons, like the toxicity and just over aggressiveness. And there's a lot of that. There's a lot of greed in the Web3 space, which you need, honestly, in certain aspects. I'm kind of like, in a weird way, happy to see Upland is shifting gears. I think it's going to be hard for the Web3, like the crypto people, to kind of adjust that, with like residents and it being more like Sim City than a digital property game. I think that is long-term a great option. And even for us, like, OG holders, I think it's a strong move to focus more on the gaming.
Speaking of that, going back all the way back to August 28th, 2020, Mars Utah came on after we released the first because at first when we started we just had the music and we had a contest to write a rap for it, and you told me you had this white dude that could rap and he's going to write a song for us. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And Mars came through and blew it out of the water. But we had him on the show on August 28th of 2020. And this is what he said. What most excites you about Upland?
Really right now I'm most looking forward to property development and just getting the businesses rolling, the NFT integration. The new cities are great, but I think in order for mass adoption to really catch on, you have to have some kind of actual game infrastructure to grab people. I really think the big thing is going to be catching these kids who abandon Roblox and are looking for something to do on an adult level, and we need to have a world to step into. And so I think that's really the most important right now for the game catching on.
So Mars called that in 2020. And then if we go back and just look from our 31 Uplanders in 31 days, we have TM joining in, and he even said it in one of his previous podcasts, but I just didn't have the chance to go back and clip that today. But we did have this.
Part of my vision of where Upland's going is like, I imagined like these properties would attract like some kind of sim people that would move around and have an economy. And then the more buildings you have, the more economy you have going on in these cities. And then you have these ornaments that make the people happy. And then it's almost like this simoleon version of Upland, which like was my dream of where I thought this game was going to go. And I was like, I want all the properties. I want to build everything. I want to be a big part of the ecosystem and charge low rents.
Yeah.
So we've always been ahead of the game with Upland, or they're just taking our ideas. I don't know which it is.
Yeah, it took a while on mine, going all the way back to the pre-audio on that, or pre-video on that one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
When you could come on the show naked because we weren't streaming. Those were good times.
I know.
I was surprised how many piercings and tattoos you had, honestly. That's what really shocked me. People would be absolutely surprised the things that you have pierced.
Like usually people do nipples and belly buttons, but like he had like midsection ribs done. I was like, what are you doing, brother?
I had one taken out. I'm not going to tell you what for, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
right.
You guys invited me. I'm sorry. and I was too late for it to be fashionable. So here we go.
I talked to Mars earlier. I'm like, where is Mars? I'm like, where? Whoa, Mash, you okay? I'm CPR trained and I know how to use an AED. I'll get there in like a couple hours.
I mean, let's be honest. If somebody dies on the podcast, that would be a heck of a way to end the series.
Jesus.
I don't want any of these people to die, dude. That's horrible.
I'm not going to die on the podcast, I promise.
I don't either, but the ratings would be crazy high.
This is an all-star crew. This is like a game of Clue here. Who's going to do it?
Yeah. Somebody should. No, I can't. You can't say any of those words. Never mind. All right. Ratings grab. Did Mass die? Tune in tonight to find out live.
Who shot
How many more episodes, TML, to get you naked?
I mean, I'll get naked right now.
Don't Rock. Why would you encourage this guy?
I was going to say,
have you not paid attention over the years?
It's constant in the. I don't know.
I mean, I just would like it on the record with this many panelists. Things may appear smaller than.
It is usually this big when we
it would be huge.
Only
huge.
two.
Absolute huge. But to scale, when you're scaling it, the scaling's all wrong. That's the problem. You see, it's the scaling.
Fair enough.
I thought
We've done a
TB
lot
added
of
10 pounds.
we've done a lot of talking. Let's kind of center it around the around the community a little bit that we have here, around the panel right here. So let's go with Dizzy.
What, you're just putting people on the spot?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
When
what are we
haven't
chatting
we?
about here?
You got a song, a dance? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keeps the
do a
music
jig
going.
for us.
No, I apologize. I just logged on to Discord for probably the first time in about 2 weeks and saw the notifications. But again, cheers to you guys. Great 5 years. And as others have said, you guys are like brothers to me. I mean, I know things about your family and your personal lives, your work lives, and it's been a great 5 years. So look forward to keeping the friendship going.
Oh,
Cheers.
yeah. Thanks, brother. We got the text, and that's the sad part. We got to corrupt you a little more so we can just send you stuff. Like I sent something to Thank Me Later last night, and he's like, "What is wrong with you?" And I thought I broke him. I was so excited. I finally thought I kind of pushed it too far. He's like, "No, I'm just not engaging with your nonsense right
Yeah, it
now."
was just a stupid thing. Yeah, no offense, Dizzy. We do have, and I guess we'll come out publicly and say this. Obviously, Jim and I'm sure that you and Jim have a private chat as well. But
Breaking news. Dirk just texted me. Can you share the link for the UpX podcast show?
Yes, he just texted me too. I'm making that happen. Can somebody
Got it.
step away because we are at our max in the back?
I'll step out quick.
Sorry, I can choose.
I'll get out.
No, hold on, DC.
Wait, no. Oh, well, all right.
Okay.
Rock will be back.
I was going to tell
Or
Dizzy,
somebody will be back.
we have a private chat between Jim and I because honestly, there's just things. Dizzy he's okay. Like on the scale of righteousness, he's not at Kachow level. Like he's a little bit more corrupt than Kachow, right?
A bit to the side.
Yeah, but way less corrupt than like Boulder, right? Like if the scale of corruption is Kachow to Boulder, like Dizzy is much closer to Kachow.
I was going to use that scale to kick that person out.
Yeah, and Too Stupid and I are we're not at Boulder's level. We couldn't perform at Boulder's level because he performs at the next level. But like we can appreciate intense content. Our boy Boulder, I can guarantee Boulder parties harder than anyone in this chat. Promise.
Oh, absolutely. Hands
Promise
down.
that he has more hardcore, insane party stories and actual happenings than probably the entire chat combined.
Yeah.
And like I'm not disclosing any of that, but that's just facts.
Thank you. I was in a big giant pink school bus last night until 4 a.m.
Yes.
Dude, wild. You don't even know you're sleeping on it. You're sleeping on the Boulder. Like,
All right.
don't sleep on the Boulder.
I was gonna get more whiskey, but here's Dirk.
Oh, woo!
Hey,
Dirk.
Hi, Dirk. All right. Of course, I was listening. Right, there's a very special event tonight, and
Yes.
of course, we were in that video, but I just couldn't. Couldn't just say, not in a personal way. Thank you again also for this great podcast. Right, because this was something I never expected that this would happen. When we started Upland back in 2020, I think. Too Stupid, you reached out to us a few days before, said, "Hey, we may want to start a podcast." I said, "Oh, cool, that's interesting." Because when you think about it, when we started out Upland, we said, "Okay, community is going to be so important because Web3 and everything." And then the podcast came out, and it was really, really, really so surprised. Even though you did it for the first time, but how professional it was also on the other hand, right? It was really well done, right? And I told you also the story that I actually had the fun that I
I always listen to the podcast when I drive to my workouts on Saturday mornings. And for whatever reason, I, was actually 4 years in or so, I pressed, the first podcast again. Actually, you played it today a little bit, the very first one. And I thought, okay, this was really amazing. It was, I think, to be honest, one of the most touching moments in my life when I thought, okay, I created something, right? And others are creating additional content around it, right? I mean, I was driving in my car. Actually, I wasn't driving to my workout that day. I was actually with my family in the car that day. I said, look, can you believe that what's happening here? It's surreal, right? That someone is creating something on top of what we've created, right? And usually people do that for maybe 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. But you guys did it for 5 years, and that is really a big achievement, right? And you never know, right? We have Spider-Man 1, we have Spider-Man 2, so I would not say, I strongly believe, there will be an Apex podcast 2 coming out, maybe new format or whatever, but it's also sometimes good to take a break, right? To really, have some creative pause, to think about other things, but maybe then after a while you discover, how, and I think this is your achievement, you have, constant, viewership, people always listening in here. And I think you will miss it, right? It's the same for us, right? I can, never, I always read things, what's happening in the community. I always know what's going on, even though I don't interact. I leave that to X1, the most part of it. But you will see that there's something that's going to miss. You're going to miss that big party, right? On Thursday nights. What are you going to do all of a sudden? And so this is my big hope and also my wish that you guys are coming back, right? I clearly want to state that, right? That would be awesome, not just, for of course, for everyone here in this podcast today, but, I think for the whole community, because you did something, I saw which also served as a role model for other podcasts, right? For the Hyde Park Ninjas, right? And for all the others which which are out there. And I think for that, again, I want to say a big thank you, right? But also my big, I want to bow for this great achievement, right? Thank you.
Thank you so much for, it's always been great, the access that we've always had to the Upland team on the show. We've always reached out. We've always got somebody, and it's, it's been awesome the last 5 years. The time we've spent talking online, offline on the show. And, one of the things I think would be very successful to help attract people to Upland is that property trading game that we did on the holiday extravaganza. That was fun. If you can figure out how to put that on Twitter, if you can figure out how to put it out there, of people like being able to, like, how much can you flip with the leaderboard and you can win Apex. That was fun.
Maybe that's a good idea. I mean, one of our, the biggest challenge we have is always how do we get new users in, right? And of course, in 20 and 21 was always that there was a big wave, right? Zuckerberg rebranded to Meta, and everyone was talking about Metaverse. People were searching for it, right? We didn't have to. I mean, we still ran a lot of ads. I think many of you came in via Brave, right? Some of you maybe via Facebook ads and so on. It was just, from marketing perspective, was heaven, right? But things have changed, not just for us, but also in 23, 24. But a lot of Web3 companies, unfortunately, they've left us, right? And but we stayed here, obviously, and we still, we still want to build something where we can attract more people. And I think we need also the community to do that, right? It's, of course we can do marketing, but the best is always when the community, spreads the word outside of, this thing. That's because at the end of the day, when Upland grows, we all grow together, right? And it's very simple as that. I mean, the more resources we have as a team, right, the more we can build, the faster we can build, and the more we can serve, right? And because of course currently we have a certain team size, and I know everyone has special wishes, and I wish we could fulfill these wishes. But it's hard, right? And you see that also with GTA. What is it? 6? What is it? 6?
I think they're at 6 now.
6, right? I always get the numbers wrong. Yeah, GTA 6, right? They've been promising since how many years? 2 years or so. That they come out with a new version. They haven't, right? And it's just, game development is very hard. And, what we've achieved in this complexity also with blockchain and so on, people are, they don't know what's going on because they always see just the front end and they interact with it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's also the reason we've been trying out a lot of things. Right. At the beginning, we thought, okay, we maybe add, this third-party developer platform. Right. So we get more gamifications and so on. Right. To be honest, it's still there, but I think the core of Upland still has to grow, right, a little bit further. And, we have to add more gamification stuff in. And I think the residence concept, kudos to Idan, he's so creative, and X1 together, right? Actually, they came up with that concept. I was like, okay, that's something which brings us exactly to that level. And I think that was also what Think Me Later was asking for in the past. So, Upland will, hopefully continue to grow and also beyond. We have a few, things in the pipeline, which we don't know yet how they're going to work out. They can be quite game changers for us, but unfortunately, it's not 100% that they will happen. So I cannot give more details, but you can believe us, we're working on those, right? And then we fulfill that vision. And the vision is, and I think somebody just said, I think Masuta, you said it, we really want to be somehow the Roblox for grown-ups, right? Because all the kids, right? Roblox, as you know, they have 80 million daily active users or something, yeah. And but they all will grow out of it. So the Roblox doesn't, age up, right? People stop playing 18 or 19, whatever, right? Of course, when you look at Lego, some people still play when they're 30 or 32 with Lego, but it decreases, right? People are playing other things, and I think that's what we can do. That's where we can. We have a real economy. We have a little bit more complex gameplay, and so that is our biggest opportunity. But to grow, we need you all guys to help us with that.
Oh, absolutely, and I think even in that short time frame, we had a fun time playing the mini game of trading properties, and it's always been a great. Yeah, it was Mars, Utah, that said the whole thing about the kids growing out of Roblox, and it's just been
actually
so
I
much
have
fun.
A new game.
You got a new game?
Yeah, I actually wanted to build it. I just couldn't finish it in time. I can show you. Maybe I don't know if I can share my screen. Let me just pull it up here quickly.
Pull it up and I will put it on.
So it's, of course, wipe coded, and I just did that quickly. I wanted you guys to play it, but unfortunately I couldn't get it. I had too much stuff on the plate, so I couldn't finish it. Let me share my screen. There's always something new, right? We have to do. So this property trading game really has, I think there's an opportunity. You're right, because this is a quick game. You can play maybe, we tried Xstacks, right? Maybe on social, so people know, okay, what is property trading, and then we try to get them somehow then into Upland, right? So let me see, does this work? Share screen.
Todavía no. ¿Qué quieres?
Share screen. Maybe someone can finish that kind of game.
Oh,
Can you
hold on?
see?
Here we go. Got it. There we go.
Okay. This time
an obstacle course. Love it.
Yeah. So what you see here, so let's say I put in TML 2 stupid. Oops. 2S 2 stupid.
2S2W.
Yeah. So the basic idea is, you have to jump here and all these things. Of course, it's a very early version, right? But but you get the idea.
A llama jump, I like it. Dodging the obstacles.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think these kind of things is easy to play, and that's part of potentially strategy. Thinking about how we can acquire users on socials, doing that, which is very closely related to Upland. Yeah. So these kind of things. Yeah, and then develop this property trading game where Think Me Later got very lucky, to be honest, because actually I don't know.
Pretty good.
No, you got lucky. Because actually, I had a random cell tower appear, and all the others, they had actually cell towers appear and their points dropped. But you had the luck, for whatever reason, the cell tower didn't appear, and that's the reason you kept. Of course, you played great, right? There's no doubt about it, right? But you got lucky also that the cell tower didn't appear. So, anyways.
Yeah, that was a blast.
And that's always been awesome too, is that you've listened to us over the 5 years, regardless of the great things we said about Upland, the critiques we've said about Upland, the horrible things we said about Upland, and you've stayed even keel over it. And that's also been a very nice privilege, from being a show that started out early on in Upland and just having that connection with the founders and the developers, and developing that relationship and friendship over the years. So, and I love that you're just like, I sent a video in, but yeah, I just want to jump on your show. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's
No,
awesome.
that's- So before I jump now, I will leave you guys, of course, to run your show. Maybe I cannot promise. First of all, yes, of course, we always want to try to be very close to community, and you guys very, very early, so we actually know each other. You've visited us in our office in Las Vegas a few times, and then Dizzy I met not even much earlier, right, in 2019, right?
Oh yeah.
So it was we were actually, and that's, but somehow, right, unfortunately, when things grow and more people think they have direct access to you, right, there's actually a word for that, and on YouTube it's called parasocial relationship. People think they know you very well, even though they never met you, right? And that's actually also kind of an interesting experience. I don't know if you had that as well, but people approach you and they call you by name, who's that person. It's kind of interesting experience. But the last thing I want to leave, first of all, I really wish you guys are coming back one day. It would be awesome. And I get that, critique is always good if it's not, we say in German, under the belt, right? Which is, if it's and we take critique, and we cannot take everything at once, right? But I'm always open to critique as long as it's, justified. That we are not perfect. I mean, come on, we're humans. We're not AIs here, right? And we do mistakes. That's happening, right? Just the way it is. So my last questions before I jump, but for TML and Too Stupid. If you try to be realistic, right? If I would tell you, okay, what would be the one wish you would have Upland would develop, let's say, within the next 12 months or release? One feature or something, right? What would that be? I don't know who wants to start from you.
You want to start?
I'll go with it. It's just right on the top of my mind, because today I did clip they released a snippet of the interview, or not the interview, but they released a snippet and talking about bringing, being able to onboard major brands with the new releases of the grocery stores, barbershops, different shops to bring residents in. One of the biggest things is just, fix the quality of life issues that have been out there since 2020, 2021, 2022. That's the biggest thing, because you get the user interface right, you get the quality of life right, and you retain the players and you bring more players in. That's been, my biggest thing. We get the basics right, and we can get to all the bright and shiny things that make Upland great, along with the community. So just fix the filtering requests and everything else out there.
So filtering, okay. I mean, we always did some quality of life things, obviously, right? But yeah. But that's okay. So quality of life is still.
Yeah, like it's horrible for somebody with my size of properties to try to fill an international or a city pro or something like that. I just need to filter my properties, and maybe even a default when you open the collection where it is which gives you your highest your highest value first. So you just check it right away. So you don't even have to filter, just it filters for you. Here's your highest property that gets you the most max ROI on your property. So there's been things that's been requested in the community for years that, if that's fixed, it would be way better. That would get people excited. Just being honest.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of field.
Thanks.
A lot of.
So for me, it's. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. For me, it's got to be, and I know this is ironic considering that I have been part of many external data sites myself. I would love to see the inside data reporting. So some of the pro reporting tools inside of Upland. I personally, like, this is a super technical request. I would love for Upland to host and run their own SQL database or relational database, take all of the stuff off the blockchain, host and run their own relational database that has APIs that can be accessed and queried instead of having to go through blockchain. Even if you didn't want to make your own tools, at that point, the developer and maintenance on that would be so much easier and better and more efficient. You could index the data. You could actually query much larger data sets, and you could run that through AI. And the AI analytics that you could get out of that and the interactions that you could get out of that would be unbelievable and unbelievably powerful. So I would say for me, like putting a team to convert into a relational database, all of the transactions, and then feed that through like an Azure or GCP to be able to interface with it. Because then you could ask like, hey, what's the best property deal in Manhattan right now? Or what's the lowest? Like, and you could just natural language query and it give you the answer. Like that would make the game so much more approachable for every user. And they don't feel like they have to figure out third-party tools, or they don't have to worry about if they're missing out. Like that shouldn't be hidden information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that you mentioned that. We've been looking also for all, first of all, I mean, there's obviously some sites, right? Upland and some other sites, right? Stats sites, but you say going beyond that, obviously, right? So, and obviously we have internally, databases, right? So that's all existing. The question is how much we could make available, and we're also testing things with AI, right? There's providers out there. It's really amazing what you can do now with AI, and they create charts for you and everything individually. You can really slice and dice everything you want.
Oh yeah.
Okay, point taken. All right.
Yeah.
Very good input. Last thing, by the way, I'm wearing your shirt, right, guys?
Oh,
I love it.
Oh yeah, rock on.
Love it.
That's
All right.
fantastic.
Hey, Dirk, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. That was unexpected.
Absolutely.
Dirk, they had half a decade. You have 1 year.
What?
What?
Sorry.
What?
These guys have half a decade.
Uh-huh.
Dirk, you have 1 year.
1 year or what?
1 year what?
Make your wishes come true.
Oh, okay.
We gave you half a day. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, something's lost in translation here.
I probably have to respond with yes, soon. Okay, but everyone here is on the screen I see right now. Everyone listening on the YouTube or wherever stream, right? Thank you again, and yeah, hopefully it's just a break and not a total goodbye. All right.
All right. Thank you, Dirk.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. See you. Bye bye.
Cheers.
All right. I'm grabbing more whiskey really quick because I think we got a little more in us.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to end the show there. I don't know how it's only going to go downhill from Dirk. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely. But we got the ninjas that haven't talked much. We got Shaq. We got Mars. We got Dizzy. So I'll be right back.
Let's go downhill.
Yeah,
Let's go down.
Absolutely.
Let's go down.
And I'm Whiskey Jim, so I need more whiskey because I'm kind of dry.
All right. Kind of dry. Name of your second baby.
No, Jesus.
And there
You
starts
said
the
go
downhill.
down.
And there starts the down.
And we
There it
started
is.
downhill.
Oh, Boulder
quickly.
Corrupt. I like that Boulder updated his name to Boulder Corrupt.
Oh, no, I did that.
Oh, you did that? You changed his name?
I mean, someone changed it. I just kept it that way. I mean, I don't know where Thank Me Later went, though.
What? I'm right here. That's too stupid.
Who said
Too
it in the
stupid.
chat? I don't know who said it in the chat. And he hasn't noticed, really.
Oh wait, while he's gone, if you all gonna miss Jim Too Stupid, you know how to pay tribute. Send him them freaky ass toe pics, Joe. He loves it. He loves it. Send him the toe pics.
In Discord.
Do it.
In Discord.
In Discord.
On Discord, sorry.
Or if you want to mail him some toe pics, hit me up. I'll give you his address. You can send
Polaroids.
Send Polaroids. Send them Polaroids. Get it dirty.
Got to go one of those photo booths so you can send him like the long strip of different toe poses.
Find the way to send them in-game chat.
That's a solid mental image. Just going to the mall to the photo booth.
Yeah,
and
right.
taking some foot pics.
I've got some really messed up toes. I'll send them.
Nothing weird about that.
I'll send them.
How's TML's toes not an NFT yet? That's true.
But yeah, 5 years. It's been incredible. And you've really taught us a lot of things.
Of nonsense. I mean, early days, we were pretty good. Like, we had the numbers. Like, we were being pretty educational. And
But
then
the numbers were also corrupt from the data from Upland. We Too Stupid had to do a lot of filtering. Which
Oh,
we
yeah.
to be able to get out all the jailed, which we already have now, which is very good.
I like
Yeah.
numbers. Do the ninjas do numbers?
The
No.
ninjas
do numbers?
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
I mean, I still don't know what their channel is, so.
I've
don't
already just Google Hyde Park Ninjas. How difficult could that be?
They
Come on,
do not,
Boulder.
they don't do math. They do numbers.
We
He's
met.
too busy being corrupt. He can't keep that in his head.
We met in G Week,
busy
Boulder.
We
plotting.
made it to 1K subbers and could start
Oh no,
making
we've
money.
met. I just mean I can't like the YouTube channel. I guess I just never Googled it.
Wow, Boulder.
Boulder's like, I'm too busy partying and getting crunk. Y'all,
Like,
I don't have time
the-
for your nonsense.
The stories he tells us after show is just absolutely amazing. Like, I'm like,
Like, and you know it's bad because we can't, like, we couldn't even give you a sampling of it live because, like, we would immediately get taken offline by YouTube, like, instantly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I wouldn't even like be able to like paraphrase or use code because you'd be like there's I don't even know how to make code for the things he talks about. Like, honestly, like I wouldn't even know how to speak in code about it. Boulder, like if you were trying to encode a message about like a crazy party you had, but
No.
like you had to make it like family friendly, like what? Like, how would you like?
I guess I would say the MAPS conference is in Denver this week.
Oh,
Have you seen a map of Upland?
Map of Upland? I missed something there. Anyway,
You didn't catch that one?
no. What? Man, see, that's how I'm not even cool enough. Like, I have no idea what's happening right now. Was that a thing? Is this a thing? Did I miss it? Did it
I'm
happen
picking up what
already?
you're putting down.
Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Oh, dang. See, I'm not even cool enough to get the you know, that. Like, I have no idea.
El burro.
I know it may be shocking, but I'm fairly high on the scale myself.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna
I mean,
so that PM can come on. I'm
okay,
gonna.
Jack, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
all right, sure. Yeah, no, sorry. We would have everybody on, but Too Stupid's too cheap to buy the premium.
What?
The premium.
Like, the next level only gives me 2 more people backstage. So
Oh,
it's not
really?
like it's,
Oh, that's
it's not
crap.
like I'm doubling to 20. I'm only earning 2 more backstage backstage
How much does it
seats.
cost for a month?
Depends on your package.
Watch your mouth.
Whoa.
And I don't want to talk about packages with Boulder because woo!
Hello, team.
What up, homie?
Team.
Hello, team.
I had to be backstage for your last show. I've been with you guys forever and a day.
It's true. You were like OG. OG backstage.
I can't say that. It's like, love you, Jim. I even love you, TML.
I know you do.
Even.
Still.
You give me any Aqua Teen Hunger fans, Aqua Teen Hunger Force fans here?
Oh, yeah.
Like 10 years ago, I used to listen to that.
Dude, you give me Master Shake vibes. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It is one of my superpowers.
Like, that's like, I picture you, like in my head, if I close my eyes, like you and Master Shake are the same person.
I figure
And,
myself like
and Boulder Magic is Meatwad, 100%. Like, just fucking gangster, just rolling around, just being fucking Meatwad.
Why, thank you.
Bowler's definitely Meatwad. I see it. I never made that I never made that until just now that Boulder's Meatwad.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Mars, between Mars or Rock, who's more Frylock?
Ooh.
So thank me later. You'd be.
I think Mars.
Thank me later. You'd be kind of like Carl, then, wouldn't you?
I was just saying, I was like, who's getting stuck with Carl?
Oh, you're Carl.
Big time.
No. So my favorite episode of that is Hand Banana. I would be Hand Banana. If you know the Hand Banana episode, you know. I like two things. Ball. No, anyway, can't clip that.
I thought you were gonna say Toe Banana.
No, Google Aqua Teen Hunger Force Hand Banana. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
I wouldn't include the word hand banana in any kind of data search, and because you're going to end up with some crazy shit, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
just like certain colored waffles. You just Google.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
goodness.
Yeah.
Add some waffles to it.
Yeah.
TM, like, we had the realest we ever wrote, and he went deep early on in 2021 in one of our podcasts, and then I ended up, and it was still weird. Like, he lives on the west side of Cleveland, I live on the east side of Cleveland, and then I had an extra ticket to a concert. I'm like, yo, you want to go see the show? He's like, yeah, absolutely. So we met up for that, and my wife's like, who are you going to the concert with? I'm like, my buddy. And she's like, oh, where's he from? I was like, I wasn't going to tell her at the time that it was an Upland friend. I'm like, oh, a guy from work.
What's his name?
I'm like, oh, a guy from work. And she's like, oh, okay. Because, like, if I've been like, yeah, this Upland game that I play, that I've been playing for a year now, I'm just meeting up a guy that I've never met in real life, but he's been on the show a couple of times and been backstage every week.
Yeah, and at that point, he was hella sketchy. I mean, he's always been hella sketchy, but there's no way in hell I would be meeting up with this dude in real life. Like, I was like 50-50 he gets stabbed. 50-50, easy. 50-50 he gets stabbed.
Speaking of, I did have to dish my switchblade before we got in the joint, right, Jim?
He did. He's like, oh, I got my knife on me. I'll be right back. He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Back too, because I tucked it underneath the freaking sewage thing.
Yeah, he tucked it in the street. Like, he's like, I hope we can find this one when we get back. So he tucked it in.
I hope a homeless guy doesn't get it and use it to rob us later and give us tetanus. Gee,
he got it back.
I got it back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I can move in all types of arenas. I blend in rather well.
Mostly harmless.
Wait, it's not serial killer Jim, JT. It's the other way around. It's a serial killer TM. Come on, bro.
That was funny though. And if you think Jim's cool on the show, you meet him in person, he's even cooler, man. He's a real legit #1
Is
guy.
that your experience?
100%. I'll put my name on that shit.
I was gonna say, don't meet your heroes in real life. It's fucking disappointing.
Yeah, when I met Thank Me Later, I was like, for real, bro?
It was the most awkward dinner I'd ever had in my life. I was like, when is this going to be over?
I kept ordering beers. I'm like, I'm going to drink myself into stupid. And even though I got to drive for an hour.
Because you have to. 'Cause you-
I was just like, why did I agree to meet this guy? This is a day of my life I'm never getting back.
And what was worse was this girl was giving me eyes the whole time. I'm like, this is awkward.
Oh, as if. As if.
Speaking of, I think you're going to move to the 3rd place in the Block Explorer Collector's Score shortly.
Good, I hope so. I haven't played the game in 3 years. It's about time somebody caught the fuck up. Like,
I thought you were gonna move up. You're gonna move down to 3rd, not up from 4th to 3rd.
who, me? I was in 1st when it was released. Even though I hadn't, at that point, it had been over a year since I probably, like, you could probably go and check. Like, I hadn't bought a Block Explorer in probably a year. And I was still hundreds of points ahead of all of you.
But being 1st when the game starts, isn't that kind of like being the smartest guy in the retard class?
Hey, at least you're the smartest guy.
I'm just kidding.
At that moment.
I mean, we'll see. Like, again, I'll tell you now, like, it's gonna sound weird, but like, I know that I'm leaving and I'm not playing Upland. I'm not gonna do anything related to Web3. But I have not hoped that I am more wrong on something in my entire life. Like, the amount of hope that I have now that I'm wrong is the same amount of hope I had that I was right when I started 5 years ago. But
Bilbo's speech.
Bilbo
Baggins' speech.
Yeah, you played the game really well, though, TML. I'll give you that. Since the very beginning, your strategy was better than mine, and I even said that.
Oh,
holy crap! City Pension's in here.
What up?
City Pension.
City Pension. No, nothing's for sale. I'm not selling anything, by the way. Like,
Speaking of that, I've been
ending the podcast.
We do have 3 cards from BAM Tech. Not Damn Tech, BAM Tech. We do. He did dedicate 3 cards to give away for this episode. So
when the hell were you gonna do that? We almost ended. And we're never coming back. We're just gonna keep the cards. What the hell, man?
Hashtag KART hashtag cart, and we'll give 3 away right in a row.
Jesus. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I know we're about to end forever, but I guess I got some stuff I'm supposed to give away.
Look, you
shout out to BAM Tech.
You messed me up. You, for the first time in 5 years, came prepared for a show. You came prepared for a show. You helped Rock, and Rock did a great job. And then you got Upland to do a video. Like, it threw me for a loop, bro. I'm like,
also,
it's been.
What the fuck were you planning for our last show then? Because you haven't contributed shit. This was going to be a terrible show.
4.5 years.
I was just going to wing it.
He was going to drink. That was it.
I was, like, you know, I was thinking about it. I'm like,
I'll bring whiskey.
So
it's the last show. Who cares?
That's
Someone else
where
is
my mind was.
running.
I'm just like,
I'm leaving.
You might have been able to tell in my video clip that I was doing a little saucing myself.
Like, this is classic. This is a classic Upix podcast, yin and yang. This is the first show he didn't prepare for, which was arguably the most important show to prepare for. And he's like, nah, I'll just wing it. It's only our last episode we're ever going to do together. The last time we're together as a community, you know, but whatever. I'll just leave it to chance. Who knows?
like SC and KO were like, what are your plans? I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm just going to wing it. They're like, do you have an itinerary? I'm like, no, not really. I'm just like, it's the last show. I'm like, meh.
When you think you know a guy.
Wow. That's what he. So let's just recap who actually cares about the community. I'm just throwing that out there. He was going to leave you with, I'm just going to drink deuces. And I'm like, we need to come together as a community and show some love. Like,
And remember to give out the prizes.
And then he's like, oh, yeah, I guess I should give this shit away before we get out of here. Like, what? Like, bro.
It's a sign of a good team. It's a sign of a good team when one slacks, the other one comes through. You know.
You know, that's confidence. You've been doing it so long. You don't have to plan. It happens, you know.
That is the magic of doing it for 5 years. it somehow has always worked out. Like, I think even like on our worst shows, it somehow always comes together. Like, there's been so many times where like 30 seconds before the show, we're like, what are we going to do this show? I don't know, man. You got anything? I don't have anything. You got anything? I don't got anything. And we're live. And then like, it's an hour and a half of crazy fun. Like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and that's been the fun thing with the show too, is like we agreed on a lot of the standpoints and we took different stances just for the content of the show.
Yeah. Wait, is Zilla coming on?
I mean, Rock left for someone to come on, but one of you guys has to be the one to let them on.
Zilla?
She hasn't jumped on that.
Where's Zilla?
All right. So, guys, I do have to go, but I just wanted to say real quick, thank you to both you, Too Stupid and Thank Me Later. You guys have been a huge support for my endeavors, and I just can't thank you enough. And I look forward to whatever happens next. Yeah. So, peace out. Much love, and
Mass, we'll set up a talk
Yep.
because we still got another year on the contract and we still have a rights to defer to for the URL. So we'll definitely talk on that, brother.
Yeah. But anyway, much love. Thank you very much. Appreciate all your support, and we'll talk soon.
See you,
Thanks, Mass.
Goodbye.
Later.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, I need to know where's Mass going so I can follow all the racing now.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
It's
are you gonna announce anything for Cleveland?
I got to figure something out. I do want to do a Upland meetup in August or September. Still trying to figure out the details there. Or
mid-September, though, I'm good.
When September is better for you?
Anytime before mid-September, I'm going to be out of the country. So.
Mid-September, okay. And TM's right around the corner, and WW Dog's going to be right there too. So I don't know, I'll be there, and yeah. So definitely looking to do something in August. As I said before, I'm going to take a break. I don't know how long the break's going to be, but I do enjoy streaming. I've really enjoyed the last 5 years of hanging out with everybody, the comments, it's really, it's fun. I love interacting with everybody. It meant so much to me over the years.
No, it's going to be sad to miss the Thursday nights.
Yeah, so take 2 weeks and get back to it.
There you go. I
We've had a
think
lot of fun over the
I think you
years.
should officially, if you want to co-host with Too Stupid, drop him along with your toe resume.
No toe. If you send toes, you're done. You're out. You're out if you send toes.
Blue shoes on.
I'm already out for starting the toes last week.
Have a reality show to pick the new co-host.
Ooh, I like that.
The toe host?
That'd be a great
toe host.
Nice.
That was like at East Denver at Meow Wolf when I was taking pictures of everyone's feet.
Wait, what? No, time out.
And my friend asked him if he was like doing something. And then we never learned what he was doing.
Oh, I thought you were taking pictures.
Oh no, not me. It was just some guy at the with Meow Wolf. Everyone was waiting in line and he was taking all these pictures.
So he's talking in code. Some guy.
Some guy.
Did you show him your feet?
Yeah.
I mean, we were waiting in line. We couldn't do anything.
That was not a no. That was not a no.
He's like, I got getting some fresh only feet finders content over here.
Yeah.
Rock is back.
Ooh. Yeah, I left for someone, but
yeah, Zilla said she's too high. She got too high in Kent.
Usually that's what happens in the VIP suite.
Too high.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VIP suite got not as wild as previous years, but it was good times. It was good times.
It's the last show. You can tell what happens in Vegas on this show.
No, you still can't.
I don't know.
I gotta meet Octavius in Vegas. The week before, Thank Me Later was there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm surprised you're not there. Magic Con is happening in Vegas this week, I think.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I couldn't travel for so many weeks. So the Bitcoin conference, where I met Octavius. Then it was Upland.
Oh, and then you watch a guy get hit by a car and die.
I didn't watch him. I just heard about it.
That you met. You met a guy, and then
You met a guy who ended up dying.
which is
Yep.
wild.
So that's why you don't jaywalk at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
in
after
Vegas.
you were at like a Pink Floyd concert, like by accident.
Well, I mean,
Pink Floyd house.
they were setting up. I didn't like the music, so I left.
He's like,
You didn't like
this
the
house
Pink
party
Floyd
music
concert?
sucks. And he finds out it was a Pink Floyd house
Yeah, I
party.
mean, they were playing like a horn, and I was just like, it's like jazz music. I don't really like jazz music. So I was like, I'll just leave.
Oh, I
And then I
know.
came back later, and I was like, oh, whatever. The owner, Michael, was friends with Pink Floyd.
You
I
know
was like,
what?
oh, that's cool.
You know what I would show is if I could find and figure out a way, I would put Doyle on blast. If I could find a Doyle video, I would play a Doyle video. Let me see what I can find.
Let's give away the 3 cards while you look for your Doyle video.
Let's see here. When was that?
We're Unspoken Bullet. Bring
Yeah,
Bullet.
Bullet's got the pictures of that.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh.
Level up tech.
Is this for the Genesis prop?
Yes. Not at all.
Almost.
This is the cards from BAMTech.
No.
Yeah.
Close.
Dizzy
right.
said it was for one Christmas tree.
Vape high guy.
Ooh.
Spitsource handles.
He got a semi truck that soon will be arriving.
Nice.
What, the trailer?
I just want the trailer to it.
Will be arriving soon. TM.
Is it going to be trailers first or flights with the airplanes first? That's what I want to know.
Flights first.
Oh, your planes.
Can we use our planes? I clicked on a property, and it says something about a plane, I think.
Jake and Jan, please message me your in-game name so I can get you your cart.
Vegas. What year was the Doyle shenanigans?
That was
Vegas.
in 22.
2022.
Filter new pictures from back then. Like they-
Let me see. I found it.
Like, like that was crazy. Like that whole night was crazy. And then even the second year was crazy too, because I got a very early morning flight out, and you're like, I think I might have just killed an uplander. And I'm like, what? And you're like, no, I said too much. I'm like, no, I'm leaving the Sahara right now, and there's an ambulance coming down the street. So I don't think you're kidding me.
Yeah, hold on. Like, yeah, this was his.
Well, thank me later. Just log in from your phone. Oh, I guess now we have 10 people.
Yeah, hold on. I might actually. I'm trying to see if I got a good video of because I
Just
really
log
All
in
right.
from your phone
Hey.
and share the screen.
SC's got to go. SC, you got anything to say? I know you've hung out with us for 2 hours now and haven't said much, but you got anything you want to contribute before you got to bounce?
Oh man, it's just been a pleasure to watch you guys for the last 3 to 5 years, whatever it's been now. It's been forever, and you guys are an inspiration to us. Kind of getting involved in the community really heavy, and we can't thank you enough for all the support and everything you guys have done for us for sure. And I'm sure this won't be the last time we're seeing you. 'Cause you're going to be
Thanks,
back in
brother.
2 weeks, right? After the 2-week vacation.
Like you guys think Thank Me Later's not playing. He's not playing.
No, I like. I know it's a pun, but no cap. Like that's it. No cap.
We're gonna thank you for the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no thank me later. There's just like thank you now. After 5 years, this is now the later.
Thank you for the memories.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's actually funny. Like you said, I actually, because I wasn't sure how to do this, but here, look, this is my screen too. There you go. I made that. Ooh,
love it.
Memories. That's my background on because I had to share my whole screen. I had to take down some other things. But anyway.
Yeah, thank me later. We'll thank you later.
You know, we'll keep it at thank me later because there will be a later.
We should make an honorary jersey for him to hang up in Upland.
They gave me a jersey. They gave me a thank me later jersey actually in Dallas when they came to Dallas.
Oh.
Yeah, it says thank me later, and I actually had a bunch of people sign it at one of the G weeks. It's pretty cool. It was like number 22 because it was it was happening in 22.
Wow.
There you go. I enjoyed. Hop in, JT. Someone send him a link.
He's got the link. It was just kind of full for a second. Hold on. I got a minute of chaos. I should resolve it in a second.
He's got to poop.
A Lego poop. But yeah, we were expecting someone to join for the 10th time on the 10th panelist. We
We'll
have
say one of his 12 kids is raiding the snack cabinet right now.
There we go. Who? There's JT.
85.
What up?
What are you in a dungeon?
No, I just don't have any light right now. Hang on a second.
Turn on light, you hillbilly.
You gotta have a little, light to go,
Candle.
I just don't look right, so I gotta turn the light on.
Yeah. Jeez. I have two more. Wait, who does? I do? I have two more North Trenton builds? Power's expensive here in Minnesota. Yeah.
I might start winning North Trenton. They're doing some cool stuff over here. Or no, that was what was that neighborhood? Stockton.
Yo.
Larry, where are
All
you? Right. Are you at a gentleman's club? Why are there red
That's what I was thinking. He's in the VIP room right now.
Yeah, he's live streaming from the champagne room. If I see a booty,
That's how we do.
It's like, that's amazing.
He's going to show you how to, where's Goldie at?
Yeah.
I'm in the red room.
Yeah. Oh man.
What's up, fellas?
What up, JT?
What up, JT?
And
love JT.
Oh, no more ladies left. It's all guys, huh?
Yeah.
Little sausage party.
Boulder.
Dang. You guys put the women and children to sleep, huh?
Oh, there's more cheese. We get more cheese on.
I tried.
Yeah,
I tried.
One more.
Cheese and they're all playing Dune. That's where I should be playing Dune.
She's off playing Dune. Better
Dune
than
is
watching the
fantastic.
last
If you haven't played the new
episode.
Dune MMO RPG, it is super cool.
It
My
is.
hair is busted.
Yeah.
Also that. I wasn't going to say that. I was just going to give you the out that you're playing Dune. I wasn't going to put you on blast.
Hey guys, can you do something for me real quick since it's your last episode? Could you run that little thing where you choose somebody, and I will give them a free Sugar Hill property on me for being.
Okay. What do you want the hashtag to be?
Hashtag Sugar Daddy.
Hashtag residence.
No one knows how to spell that word. You
Sugar Daddy is better.
It's a little bit long. How about too stupid to win rules?
That's
How
still
about
long.
Sugar Daddy? Sugar Daddy is so much better.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and defer to TML. I do like the Sugar Daddy idea. If you put Sugar Daddy, hashtag Sugar Daddy, you're in the drawing. Jim, do your magic.
All right. I'll get a Sugar
Residence?
Daddy
What is
drawing
this, a
going.
fucking spelling bee? Are you kidding me?
Hashtag abracadabra.
Underestimate the intelligence of your audience.
Yeah, they've been listening to us for the last 2 hours. They don't have many IQ points left, bro. We gotta keep it simple.
Or like the sobriety of your audience, maybe.
Have you heard the amount of times they've mistakenly pronounce anything.
Come on. We got more cheese in the house. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, cheese.
Jeez.
Wait, look at my new photo. Art of seduction.
Your what photo?
Look at that photo. Jordan Costanza.
From
It's the art of
Seinfeld.
seduction.
Wait, on the note of sugar daddy, do you know what the gender neutral version of sugar daddy is?
Sugar mama.
Splenda.
Glucose guardian.
Wow.
Wah, wah, wah.
That is not sexy at all.
It was gender neutral, not supposed to be sexy. What's wrong with you? It's just gender neutral.
Happy Jack.
Oh my god.
I did like Splenda better.
All right. Mars has to
Oh,
jump
yeah.
soon. You got anything else before you got to get out of here, brother? I appreciate you joining us. You know,
Mars,
you've been the theme song. You know, we had about 2 months of just music, and then you dropped the most amazing Upland song ever. And then you came back 2 years later and just like slammed us with another one. You got anything before you got to get out of here?
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate the opportunity for letting me do those cool things and just having fun with you guys in so many ridiculous ways over the years. Too Stupid, we ventured off there to our legit Fired Up podcast for a while. That was a heck of a good time, even if like 4 people watched, but it was super fun.
I enjoyed it. We had the long snappers and the punters.
Nobody sticks up for long snappers like the two of us. I'll say that.
Mhm.
But no, just appreciate the consistency and the work from you two fellas over the years, and providing a place to hang out with a bunch of knuckleheads like this. And I say that in a loving way, everyone here. But yeah, we'll definitely miss you fellas, and thanks for everything.
Mark, so hope everything goes well for you. And
yeah,
Please don't
All
jump.
right.
Don't jump.
Don't jump. Well, you got a surprise for me or something?
He's just saying don't jump off the bridge.
Oh man, I keep missing his jokes, and they're pretty solid.
They are.
But you got
They're
more.
not. He's way too deep in his Mexican grass to be any coherent, honestly.
Sorry for that.
Yeah. No, I
Don't be
appreciate-
sorry.
And that's still awesome that you called where Upland is today all the way back in 2020.
My very first time on this show.
Babe Ruth did. Boom, out of the park.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, oh, how about that? That rings a bell. But yeah, so that was cool. But
love you too, honey.
yeah, on that note, I'll definitely be seeing y'all around. So I'm not going anywhere, and we'll still keep harassing you. Thank me later, even if you try to hide.
Well, you know how to get to me. Just harass Too Stupid enough. He knows he has the only ways to get to me. So if you
Well-
absolutely have to get to me, you got to go through Too Stupid.
Well, we have a text with just the two of us with the equal amount of stupid nonsense, so that can be done pretty easily.
There you go.
I got to start testing Mars to see if he's on our level.
Oh, I think he is. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but I mean,
You want to be on your podcast?
there are definitely some questionable things. Like, if the FBI ever got a hold of our text exchanges, we would be in so much trouble. Like, I definitely worry if there is a creator, that's definitely getting pulled up at my final. Like, yeah, you were a good person. Do you see this text chain? Do you see the things that you openly shared with another human being? What in the world is wrong with you?
Like, I really thought I broke you last night. I was like
It
super
wasn't
excited.
Bro, it was just stupid. I was like, I don't want to even like.
I really
like-
thought I broke you last night. Title of your sex tape. Sorry. Go
Oh.
ahead.
Oh.
Continue.
Nice wood cheese. No, it was like a stupid would you rather. And I'm just like, I'm not even like, it wasn't even like clever and it was just dumb. And he's like, did you get it yet? And I'm like, what? That this is stupid? Like, I'm not participating in the, like, I'm not, like, just stupid. It wasn't even clever or funny or interesting. It was just stupid.
No, it was very. It's not. You don't call it stupid. It was disturbing.
It wasn't. I mean, maybe I guess like it was just like, would you rather watch your parents have sex every time they have sex, or join them one time? Like
what?
Yeah, like why? I'm not engaging in that nonsense. Like I'm not like. Why would I even like? Why are you thinking about that? Why are you putting that out there? Like it's.
You must have been watching White Lotus.
Great show.
I would rather play up.
Spoiler.
I like that series. That was great.
But
well, if you watched them or if you joined them, it would stop forever. Other than that, you watched every time. Like I've always tried to find things that push your limit.
I mean, again, it didn't push like it was stupid. I was like, I don't want to engage. Like I'm not going to answer this stupid question.
That could be demographical because if you're in Alabama, we know what the answer is.
Or West
If
Virginia.
you're from somewhere else,
You're like, wait, can I
Would
only
I?
join them once, or like, is the option open later? Like,
are they all
What the-
cousins?
Thought this was called Would I Rather, not Did I Rather.
Yeah, and not which was better. Like, geez, old Pete, who are you?
All
my
right,
therapist? Get outta here.
on that family-friendly note, I'm going to bid you fair folks adieu for the last time here.
Mars.
All right, thanks, Mars. Appreciate
later,
everything
Mars.
you've done for the show, all the times you've been on the show. Thank you so much, brother.
We
Love
already
you, man.
said that. Let him go. Jeez.
I'm just
We're
running
holding
it out.
hostage at this
Jeez.
point.
Hey,
It's a
You gotta think
podcast, not
further.
Guantanamo.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting the nuts kick on July 6th.
oh.
I sent you a video, Timmel. It's on your discretion, and I sent you the timestamp on said video in Discord. Your discretion.
I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not even watching it. I'm just gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste
No,
it.
I put what it is right underneath the timestamp.
Oh, hold on. Let me see what you put in this.
Oh, I have.
Oh, I definitely want to show this. Hold on.
I know you were asking for it.
Oh yeah. Hold on. So we've been talking a lot about people who kind of predicted the future or like were ahead of the times. I think is probably the best way to say that. And our very own fellow broadcaster of the year did just that in 2024. Hold on, and I will.
Oh, that's disloyal Doyle.
Oh,
You have to hold it, cheese. Have to hold it, cheese.
Here we go.
Well, that's what I really care about.
Yeah.
In Utah, the Great Salt Lake is literally
There it
drying
is.
out.
Yeah.
That's why
Selling
God's so behind
I
our
guess
big
it's
grass.
because
Seaweed.
and then Sinlot is made with soybeans and sugar cane, so it's up to 60 to 70% organic, the actual turf. So it's totally disruptive in the industry. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. Thank you for telling me about it.
How did you hold
Check
that?
him out, people at home. Did you get a thing?
Did you ever see the video of him teasing you or no?
I did.
The high five to Sully. The high
I mean,
five.
he was running the fair. What is it called? Where you try to get out of there, and he's just kind of like, "Okay, come on, let's go here." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Oh
cool.
my
yeah."
god. Like you
Nice.
gotta admire that. Like that takes some gumption to come back to a community you abandoned for a long time and then try to sell them fake grass. Like that's I don't have those kind of stones.
Maybe
I
he
mean-
thought we were already gullible enough for what we're doing.
They're like, you're dumb enough to buy this fake property. Why not some fake grass?
Exactly.
The story behind it, though, that he gave could have been cool. It could have been cool because it was something like if you buy the grass from them, they have some sort of inside, which never happened. Which never happened. So imagine you go ahead and buy this grass, and you're like, "Where's my upland grass?"
You're like, what the? He got me again.
Yeah, it's kind of like the FIFA stuff, isn't it?
Damn it!
Fool me once, shame on me. No, what is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Got an old saying. It's in Oklahoma, or maybe it's Texas.
Oh, man.
Oh, he pulled the grass right out from underneath you.
Oh, disloyal Doyle. Gotta love that guy.
Would it still be called a rug pull?
Yeah. Oh, God.
I like
I only buy organic fake grass.
Why was he selling grass? I'm confused.
Yeah, we all are. Welcome to
That was an Upland conference, right?
Yeah, it was the Upland conference. It was
Exactly, Boulder. Exactly.
It's easier on the knees, Boulder.
You don't want to buy his grass, Boulder.
Did you stand on it while you were there so it's easier in your legs?
This is why I waited till the end to get invited on, because I knew you guys would invite me back again.
JT, no, I always love that you've been there since you joined Upland, and we got the Northumberland track with you. So always appreciate your support and always being there for us, brother.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You guys have been awesome.
I mean, not enough to try and get you before the end of the show, like to reach out before the final show. Nothing like that. But since you're here, I guess, thanks.
What's your RT?
Because
Yeah, no.
If we don't thank you. This is like end of like a really awkward. It's like, you go to that Christmas party, like the first one after Grandpa died, and then everyone's like saying bye, but like you don't know who's gonna go next. So like it's super awkward, and you're like, but now you're like more connected, even though you're not really connected, but you're trying to like fake it as a family, like, oh, you mean so much to me, like, and it's like forced awkward because you're like, we got to pretend because Grandpa's looking down on us, like, pull it together, fam. Like, that's what this feels like. That's absolutely like.
What,
no,
so
just me?
No, it's just you. It's just you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
I'm that
you.
awkward cousin.
All you on that one.
Wait, which one is Grandpa? Is it Miles?
No, it's
Damn. Wow. Good thing Dirk already came on. You can't take it back, Dirk. You can't take it back. He said all the time.
That's his grandpa. It's Dirk. He's watching right now.
Grandpa Dirk is looking down on us
Dirk is still alive.
as a community. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We almost cursed that while we were in Vegas.
Yeah, do not curse.
Oh,
Dirk.
yeah.
Long
my
life,
God.
long life.
Yeah. Live long and prosper, Dirk.
Game one.
How's that go?
Man, only 20 people want this property that TM's giving away. That's amazing.
Did I join?
Time. It's a time. Call a time on it. Actually,
All right, here we go. We're drawing the sugar daddy.
I forgot about that.
Sugar daddy.
I forgot about that.
I don't want to.
It's like the carts we were giving away.
Oh, there we go.
All right, send me an offer for what's the address? I posted it in chat.
He will surely find out. He's not newbie. Don't worry.
Did we give out 3 cards?
He's just gonna start offering you on all of your properties and see what you accept.
Well, 500% markup. They can go ahead and try.
TM, you going for mayor of Los Angeles?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
What is this for? I'm confused.
Because I have a nasty plan for this residence thing.
This is asking why didn't Michael Culler win?
He wins a lot.
Not anymore. Not anymore. That was our last contest, sucker. You're not winning anything. Never again. Not from us. Go try to scam some other program like the Ninjas. You're not getting it from us.
Maybe a trivia question someday. What was the last auctioned property? TM's 1809 Amsterdam Avenue.
That's never
Let me file that in my Upland mental base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, send out offer for 5 upics and I'll accept.
Ooh, I should.
If you really want the 5 upics back, I'll get it back to you somehow.
Oh, why would I choose you over Elijah?
He's talking to TM.
That's a good.
Yeah, I
point.
know.
Uh-oh. Make that case.
I'll be honest. I think either of us would probably be fine. It's just, I think.
What is that a thing now? Like, or is this just like a
Oh.
BS?
No, so you got the mayor. They announced that there's 5 cities where you're going to be able to be elected the mayor. You'll be able to draw the community to develop a park, and then you have self nominations where you put a
Stosh
map.
and I pitched that to Upland 3 months ago.
Yeah, you told me about it a few months ago. I was like, I hate the idea.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I
You're like,
hated it.
You were like, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I pitched that
But-
to Upland.
Too stupid to win for Alamo Square mayor.
It would just be San Francisco. It's only cities right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Wait,
but
so
you
who's
know what?
running for San Francisco?
I don't have any complaints with Elijah. I think he'd be a great mayor.
I would not get selected because the way that it works is that you nominate yourself with putting a map asset on your property where your at home address is, and then Upland evaluates everybody that nominated themselves, and they take the 10 most active players, engagement in the community,
Yeah, I don't
and then
like that.
and then
I
they
don't-
put
I
it up
don't
for a
like
vote, and then the Upland community can vote on that. So definitely, I am not the most engaged player, especially this time of year due to my kids' activities. So yeah, even if I was nominated, I wouldn't make it because I log in, collect my
Well, how many
UPX.
map assets have you sold? Does that mean you're active if you're selling map assets?
I mean, you got to participate in the events that they have going on. I have done that, but I know I'm not the most active on the stream.
I just have a master plan and it involves a couple extra players.
Well, whoever gets San Fran, reach out. Especially if Alamo Square is up. Like you want to talk about getting me back to do something with Upland. The Alamo Square Park would get me engaged enough to help fund it. I got several million UPX sitting there. I got a map asset buildings. I got all kinds of crap. So if you are whoever gets San Francisco mayor, if Alamo Square starts to get anything, somebody find me because I will pitch in resources to help out.
I actually really like Elijah. I think he would probably do better in LA than I would. I might actually officially switch my residency over to San Francisco and run for San Fran.
Not Rutherford? Or does that one not count?
Doesn't count. Right?
No, it doesn't count.
No one's
You have
doing anything.
you have LA, you have San Francisco, you have Queens, you have
Just move your residence again. It doesn't take
5
much.
cities.
Chicago.
Not
Chicago
Quavo.
and
Chicago and Rio.
Not
Ooh,
Quavo.
get Big Russ back in there.
Because I think the goal is to have the most active mayors involved in the game. And I was like, if me and Elijah fight against each other, like one of us is going to lose and it's going to suck. And I was like, Elijah's one of the best organizers in the game.
Yeah, you're not. No offense, TM. I got much love for you, but you ain't beating Elijah.
Yeah, and I
San
thought
Fran-
about it.
in LA, you're not beating Elijah.
Yeah, and I was like, San Fran, I should win that one.
I don't see anybody else. The only person who might try to compete would be Recurrier. I think he would be the only other person that would have any kind of claim at this point to San Francisco.
June, maybe?
As fast as Elijah.
Is June active in the community though? Like he's a pretty private. Like he was in the Spud Wars and stuff, but
June.
Dizzy. Oh my! I mean, Dizzy. You'd have. I think Dizzy just buys his mayorhood. Like he just goes
to hit the blockchain.
I'm waiting for Vegas.
But nah, man, if you get San Fran mayorship, like let's figure something out. We'll do something big with Alamo Square for real.
Yeah,
Mayor Geeski sounds good.
It was either LA or I was in love with Toluca Lake, and I was like, well, if Elijah Judah took the helm of mayor, I wouldn't be pissed off at that at all.
No.
As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to move my residence to San Francisco tonight and talking again to people I was talking to.
Well, I should probably go ahead and do that now too, just so I don't forget, because I'll forget.
Yeah.
I don't know
Because
if I'll
if
make
there's
it.
voting, I want to be able to vote.
Wait, how do you have barely time for Dizzy Deuces?
Who are you talking about?
Dizzy, he said, I barely have time for Dizzy Deuces these days.
Welcome.
We got C in the house.
What up, C?
Yeah, no, he wears Depends now. He's past his prime. He now does Depends, and so he just craps on the go. Yeah, I got some sort of package from Upland. What is this?
It's like the astronaut going across the country.
What?
I got a
Sorry.
call something in a box. Why
Did
I
I just lose everybody with that?
How long ago did
A
you
what
log
in a
in?
box?
I got a car like
car.
a month ago.
It's like a little blue car or something. I haven't logged in so long. I have no idea what it was.
Oh, the same thing happened to me.
You already have your one of one card.
You got a what in a box?
I don't know. I got a
One
card.
Let's hope it's just a cart.
It's either there's a head in the box one way or the other.
I don't know what the hell I just got.
Yo, JT sent you something in a box.
From burning that VIP thing for Genesis Week.
Oh.
Those
I
Gold
didn't log in
Pass.
at all. So whatever that was, like I just now got it. That's funny.
That was from burning your golden pass.
Oh yeah, that was a waste.
Oh, right, got you.
A
And then
golden
you get
pass
the-
is that the same as a Genesis pass? That you pay
should get the
$7
GI
for,
ma-
or $10 for?
GI
on your phone?
The GI Miles BE also should follow right behind that.
Oh, okay.
How
Oh, you know
does
what?
the card fit?
I'm already Alamo Square. I'm already in Alamo Square. Boom.
There you go.
So
Good to see you. See what's new.
See, brother.
I'm sorry being so late. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the
guys.
hell? It's only our last show ever. You couldn't bother to show up. Also, what's going on with the Spark Exchange? We want updates.
What?
Right to it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Come on, Jamil. Behave.
Hater.
I'm just saying what everyone else was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cifrado, come on.
What?
Roast these guys.
Bro,
Roast
yeah,
them. Come on, you can do it.
I was gonna say share your favorite memories from last year's G Week, but I don't know if you have any.
I have.
I don't know if you remember it at all. You
But
you were there for a week. You were supposed to be there for 3 days. What happened?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why did you do that to me?
Spill the tea.
Oh, you can't just say that. That out of context is way bad.
Yes, sorry. Yeah. No.
But I mean, the truth is, I drugged her and she couldn't get on a plane for 3 days, so that might actually just be worse. I don't know.
No, not on the plane.
Anyway,
I thought we weren't supposed to talk about it though.
oh,
Yeah.
were we not
To our
talking?
death. To our death.
Oh, I thought it was just the one situation where we almost killed somebody.
Yeah.
Anything that happens on an upland plane that hasn't
Funny.
been up.
I mean, I think it was hilarious. I think all of it was hilarious, but I was pretty out of it the entire week as well.
All I remember was Boulder telling me to stop making jokes because you're crying, and I look at you and you're laughing your ass off, and I'm like, he's not crying.
I was crying because I was laughing,
laughing so much.
hard. I was laughing so hard that tears were running down my face because I couldn't physically control how hilarious it was that there was someone dying on my couch.
It was the best Vegas memory ever.
It was insane.
was.
And
Yeah, I
then the
think we should
paramedics
pivot
showed
that.
up and
I think
Shaq
we
was
should
hitting on
pivot.
them.
I think we should
wild. It was wild.
What ranks higher, that or Goldie eating your nipple?
Have to be back.
No, there's nothing that
Oh my
tops that.
God.
But I mean, that was pretty good.
That was really good. Oh my God.
That was the whole thing.
Who won the cup?
My best.
Goldie broke it.
He broke it.
He broke it.
It's like I think it was like the lamp in
Yep.
That's
You used
Christmas
up all
story.
the glue on purpose.
Christmas store.
That's a Christmas story lamp. He should have picked up the pieces and mailed the broken pieces, like the broken dreams that he leaves behind all day, every day anyway, and sent it to somebody.
Terrible.
What were you going to say, KO?
My favorite Vegas TML's too stupid moment was I was playing blackjack and Too Stupid comes up and starts playing with me, and then TML comes up like 5 minutes later and it's like, hey guys, I want to play, but I don't have any money, So Too Stupid's like, here, take 100 of my chips, and then 5 minutes later, TML goes all in with all of Too Stupid's chips, and loses immediately, and so, and it's like, yeah, I'll pay you back later, Too Stupid. So anyway, that was
yeah. So I was like, oh, it's time to go. I was like, I'm ready to go, all in. Like, and they're like, what? I was like, I got to get rid of all my chips before I go, right? They're like, that's not how you play at all. And I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Remember the first time I met Timmel, we went to the craps table. And I was like, I'll teach you how to play craps. And we were there for some time. And every time we would lose, I would be like, uno mas. And we would just keep playing until we lost it all. I guess that's how I played too. And we're leaving. And then as we're leaving, there's this restaurant called Uno Mas. I thought it was pretty funny.
Synchronicity. Yes, indeed. For anyone not in that room, yeah, that was probably the most awkward moment of the podcast. For anybody who watched that episode.
I orchestrated. It was art. It was art.
Yeah. I don't know how you defend that as art, but I mean, I can't. I was complicit, so.
I still have those videos I have to put together from this last Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I waterboarded. I ended up waterboarding Goldie.
Yes, you did.
Like, actually, like
he didn't expect it.
And he wasn't ready for it. We were doing some BS filming. It was like the last night, and he's like laying on the ground for this scene. And then I had filled the titty mug with water, and he's just laying there. And then I start just waterboarding the crap out of him. And he's trying to play dead, but he's drowning at this point. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
What kind of info did you get out of him?
That he's a little bitch. That's what he does.
No, I think Goldie was the king that day.
No, he was a champ. I'm like, dude, like I was like, you are drowning, but you're like, he didn't leave character. I was just like, I filled his ear with water. I watched it go up his nose. Like he was actually drowning on the floor, but he was not going to break character. It was pretty insane.
That's pretty soldier-like.
Oh, it was gangster, honestly. I was like, how much can he take? I emptied that full titty mug into him, honestly. It was crazy.
But, back to KO's point, I still thought it was wild that you thought you needed to lose all your money before you could walk away from a table.
Yeah. I was like, I've never seen anyone leave with chips, so I guess that's the rule. All right, all in. I don't want to sit here all night.
It's just like Upland.
Was this blackjack or poker? I guess blackjack. She's like,
it was blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack.
Oh my god.
And then JT was running all over the place. He was the most wild man out there that you couldn't keep tabs on.
Yo, JT scared the shit out of me when I first met him. Like I'm coming in the room. I'm like, oh man, I could see the food. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get some food. All of a sudden, someone grabs me by the shoulder. Big Bad Wolf, more cheese! Oh, he starts shaking. What's going on?
I was like, yo, cheese, I got something hairy. You want to see it?
No.
We went out, and Boulder and I were like the border collies trying to keep everybody corralled and from running all over.
Yeah, I forget who got lost. Someone was like lost, and I was like, oh, I have to go find a person, and they like looped around.
Now, one of the craziest stories is Thank Me Later and myself were like, we're going to go to the buffet. And Boulder's like, I'm going to come too. And we're like, okay. So we walk to the buffet, we pay, we sit down, and then all of a sudden Boulder's like, I can't eat 95% of what the world can eat.
I've never seen somebody pay $100 for 3 pieces of romaine lettuce in my life. I didn't
It was
know.
$75, but
I'm sure he's a good tipper. The chef walked him around. The chef had to want to blow his brains out. I'm not kidding, because the chef was probably like, and we have this delicious food here, and it was very, I can't eat it. And what about this? We have this, and it's so, and he's, no, I can't eat it. And then finally, he's like, we got a fucking salad bar, bro. Can you eat? And he's like, I'll eat some lettuce. I don't know. And the chef was like, I spent all day crafting these delicious items, and this guy's like, I'm just gonna eat this lettuce.
Like,
if only it was NFT lettuce.
Yeah, I thought you guys said, let's see how long we can spend here. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll eat as slow as possible so I can and then you guys were like, oh, we're done in an hour. I'm like, oh, I thought I was supposed to eat faster. So
we're at a limit. You're not allowed to sit there.
That was the most strangest eating experience ever.
Yeah, so let's see how long we can eat here. So I'm like, okay, well, you eat slowly and pace yourself.
Like, Take Me Later and myself, we got all this food. We smashed. We got the meat sweats, and you were just like nibbling on the weirdest stuff ever in the buffet. And
I was like, I don't think you're supposed to eat that. That's the shit that they garnish the trays with, bro.
But all of that should be edible, like including the flowers. They always taste great.
Exactly. He was eating flowers and shit.
Supposed to be.
Like, he's like, well, it was on the buffet. Like, it's decoration. He's eating the fucking decoration. I'm
kale leaves and
I'm
stuff.
sitting there. I got 14 pounds of animal inside of me ready to come out. I am sweating profusely, trying not to shit myself. And the entire time, I got to watch this motherfucker eat a fucking leaf.
We were done for he didn't want anything for the first 45 minutes we were there, and then all of a sudden he finally found things to eat. And then
accoutrement. It was nothing. It was the one. And they were like,
they weren't even walk around the whole thing and have him tell me if it was dairy free or gluten free. And then I was like, ask a question, double check a few times, and then there's a whole section I even missed. Oh yeah, you guys didn't even find a whole section behind the salad bar.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw a salad bar, I'm like, nothing over there is going to interest me. I'm going back to the meats. Like, bro.
But the caviar bar was back there.
Did you eat any of it?
Yeah, caviar tastes good.
Oh, okay.
But again, my friend taught me, if you have a 8-course meal, if you had all the 8 courses at once, you couldn't eat it. But if you eat the 8 courses over a few hours, you could eat a lot more food. So that's why
there's a limit. They actually time you. You're not allowed.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I learned from Octavius when he went. He was like, it's 8 hours or 2 hours or 3 hours, and the best time to go is between brunch and lunch. So you can go there and pay the brunch prices. They eat 30 minutes of brunch, and then you get the crab legs.
That's some Octavius level shit for sure. The shiciest way to get a meal in Vegas. Bet the Octavius knows how to do it.
Volunteering, and I was like, I'm volunteering to whatever.
And invite Dr.
I can't go at 12:30.
Invite Dr.
Oh, invite Dr. Tid.
Yeah, you know what? That executive dinner might be more awkward than the Boulder buffet.
Oof. Yeah.
That was probably more awkward for sure.
I know this is our last show, but there's a lot of unheard stories that we know. Do we ever expose these things?
Ready, set, go.
Oh my.
I rattle off just the headline, and then I'll say, "Do we tell more?"
Ooh.
What's the tagline, or what's the?
Did you ever show that Doyle video you had on your phone?
We just did. Where were you, Boulder?
Oh, I thought it was.
No, I think he's talking about a different one.
Oh, I thought it was the Crash Doyle one. Oh, that was the one you were talking
I think
about.
the lady when she hit him.
Yeah. So when I paid it. He didn't know, but I had paid this dominatrix $100. He was playing, and he's like, "Oh, take a picture." And I was like, I slipped her $100, and I said, "Beat his ass." And they did. They whipped the shit out of him, and so I got pictures of all the marks from the whips on his back. They just started, but he didn't know, so he got mad and started to try to fight these two dominatrix. He took his shirt off and started whipping them. They hit him in the face with the whip. busted his nose. So now he's just bleeding everywhere. It was insanity.
Oh, that happened after he went after them. So like they didn't whip him on the nose at the beginning.
No. They were just like, he was bending over like, ha, ha, ha. And they just were like, and like lashed him like he was Jesus on the cross. And like, then next thing I know, he's pissed because he's like, why are they hitting me so hard? So he starts going to fight them. And then they're like, hell no. And they will poof right in his nose and busted it. And then he was bleeding everywhere like a little punk. It was funny.
Damn, you traumatized him. That's why he quit making videos.
Mm-hmm. That
It was your fault.
Yeah. They're in the same room. Don't say that. Boulder might be there. You don't even know. You don't ever know with Boulder.
I went to the after, when he had the tattoo.
Isn't that Goldie's house?
Everybody underestimates Boulder, and like
not underestimates.
I was in the Navy for 9 years, and I've been across the world, but Boulder still tops me in stories.
I mean, I only worked 2 hours last night because I had to be up at 7 a.m. to go with my friends to volunteer to go find a badge to get into the MAPS conference. So I met a guy who wandered into the pink bus who was like, oh, I was just like wondering what was around and like found this pink bus here, was surprised with people on it. I had a bunch of cool glow sticks, including a big giant one, a big light up noodle sized one.
You just got on a pink bus? Like what?
It was a polka dot bus. It was from Ethereum Denver, and they took it like all the way to Canada, and then they somehow brought it back here to Colorado. And I was surprised to find all the crypto people at the MAPS conference. So
What does MAP stand for the people that don't know Boulder?
I don't know what it stands for. That's what people call the conference.
Well, what is it?
Well, if you Google MAPS Denver, it probably would tell you what it is. Something about science.
He doesn't even know where he's going to.
Well, why are you going to this conference, Boulder?
I was looking for side events. Like I wasn't trying to go to the main event until I found someone who had
What kind? No.
Well,
No,
I just
know it's all right,
Googled the pink bus, and there's one that's about breast cancer awareness.
No,
There's one that's a party bus.
Oh no!
It's a polka
And
dot
I
bus.
think he got on the party bus.
Wrong bus.
There was either way. There was lumpy breasts. Either way, there's lumpy breasts. I can guarantee that.
Oh wait, are you talking like the pink bus, like is in Victoria's Secret pink bus?
No,
Was it a P wagon?
That's
No,
that it. Polka dots on it.
Yeah, polka dot, the token.
Because I'm seeing pink bus with polka dots, but it looks like a Victoria's Secret bus.
Oh no, like polka dot, like the cryptocurrency polka dot.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I have no idea what's happening.
I'm just trying to figure out what this pink bus is.
No one knows. Boulder doesn't know. He was on the damn thing.
It's the end, mate. It's the end.
Yeah.
You don't have those in New Orleans?
What, the pink bus
Wait,
or party
is
bus?
this for
We got
real?
party buses.
The Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies?
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Oh.
All I could find was the PSC, and so I couldn't figure out what the M stands for. But that was
Starting to make sense now.
What?
And I only learned about it at Bitcoin Vegas like 3 weeks ago, where some guy's like, I'm going to be in Denver for this conference. And I was like, okay, cool. And I tried to like look up what this conference was. And I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, I guess. Like,
You said you're going there for science. This is drugs. Why didn't you say it's a drugs conference?
It's in the name of science.
I thought he was like, oh, he's going to learn some STEM. No,
Yeah,
you're going to smoke some STEM. Don't
I mean,
fucking
it's
lie to
science in
me.
Denver. I mean, it's like learning about it.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh, I bet it's hands-on. You're like, oh, what does this paper taste like? Oh, it tastes like colors. This is fantastic.
Hands on, fingers in, fingers out.
That is
Nope.
great.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
I think we need to do Thursday
now.
nights with Boulder from now on.
Yeah, it's not free. Like the side events were not free like East Denver. Or I mean, I guess actually one I was at last night was some club that had, I guess the bar wasn't super expensive and it had a bunch of free food at it, which was nice. But like most of the events were like paying. At least it was Meow Wolf that like, luckily I bought this $80 pass at Ethereum Denver, so I didn't want to wait in line, so I could go last night or 2 nights ago to Meow Wolf for free. I already had a pass.
Yeah.
Tonight they had a Meow Wolf event too, but it was like $80 or something. I didn't want to pay to go.
That was a good entrance, TM.
It's my fly killer. It's just
it shoots salt.
Salt.
I thought we were gonna have a Nerf war.
I got
I got a cool one that I made out of wood, like planks.
That's cool.
Oh wait, my wife got this electronic one.
Oh,
I
this
feel
is
like
the-
I'm doing fucking Wii Sports in here.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so satisfying when you hit them with that though, and you hear the and you're like, yeah, bitch.
Never in my life.
Get wrecked.
Never in my life I wanted more freaking flies in my house. They're all.
I went and took the trash out and opened up, and a bunch of flies come out. I'm like, oh, close it real quick. Ran in, got this.
Look, it's made out of cardboard.
What?
And then you, yeah, and you put like a rubber
now
band
the
there.
show
and
has everything:
you
sex,
see-
drugs, and guns.
It's like a puzzle. It's like a
We nailed it.
wood puzzle.
We nailed it. We don't have to worry about monetizing anymore, guys.
All right, who's got a shake weight?
Like Boulder even linked us to the Psychedelic Science Conference of 25.
Yeah, I was just trying to avoid saying the words on the stream. That's why I was like, I was trying to copy the name, but the whole thing copied. So I was like, I'll just paste the whole thing. But like, I couldn't find the side event until I met someone who
Wait,
sent
I don't know
it.
why I clicked on that. I do not need to get back into that world.
It's the ultimate road trip of 2025.
Oh my gosh.
Genesis week.
All right.
Logan man.
After party of the Genesis week.
Yeah,
This
I
would
did-
have been a lot more better inside TML and Too Stupid to Win's hotel room in Vegas.
They already had them.
Kid you not.
Yeah, I mean,
like last year, I messed up KO in my hotel room.
your room, that got shady. I just go in and there's just like 4 of the whitest dudes ever just drinking whiskey in the corner of a room. I'm like, nope. Nope. There's either a hate crime
Wizzo
or
was
gay
there.
porn about to
Wizzo
happen,
was
and I don't want to
there.
be a part of either.
Wolf was
Honest to
there.
God.
Wizzo was there. Wolf was there. KO was there.
Yeah.
What was the party you
And,
had?
and I never once asked for a refill, and I got like 6 refills.
6
You
is an
guys were
understatement,
so
KO.
drunk. I was like, no good, because you're all just like, okay, fine. It was just 4 dudes drinking heavy liquor, all standing in a dimly lit hotel room. Again,
It wasn't dimly lit.
it was uncomfortable for the sober. I'm like, nope, 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 because
But
all they're doing is
why-
like they're just drinking, looking at each other, and going, more. And then I'm like, nope, this is about to get Brokeback Mountain real quick. I'm out of here.
Nowhere close to
Deuces.
Brokeback Mountain, you dumb.
You guys came back the next day like, do
TML's
you remember what happened last night? I don't remember. We don't remember what happened last night, right? Like it was like, yeah,
Oh my
no.
God.
None of us remember what happened last night, right? Okay, we're good. We're good. Uh-huh.
But why were not there? Oh my god, why they were not on your suite, TML?
Because
why you
we
don't
weren't
wanna hang out with
drinking.
us?
We don't drink. We were doing other kinds of recreational fun.
I
That's
think
not prohibited.
It's not prohibited, but like they were drinking. It's a different party vibe. They were going for whatever. I don't know what would you consider that vibe?
They wanted to pass out as fast as they could.
Like,
No, that wasn't
No,
that. Like
no.
after the room, we went down and played on the tables, and then people showed up, and we hung out with them. It was a good time that night.
Yeah, I was like, what night was this? I missed it.
I had a great time and a terrible morning.
wait, was that the night we had to call the ambulance or no?
No.
No, that was like another year, wasn't it?
That was 2 years ago, TML.
what?
No,
Yeah,
that
that
was
2 years
twice.
ago. Last year was different.
That was 3 years ago?
No, 3 years ago would have been. 3 years ago would have been Doyle, right?
Yeah, so 2 years ago.
Yeah. First year was Doyle. Second year was ambulance. Last year
Last year was Tame.
was Born.
Last year was a VIP suite movie that I made.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah. It was
yeah.
it was everyone just got to play games
That's
and like.
right.
That's the best movie
wasn't any
ever.
alcohol.
Yeah,
you
we wound
guys
up going
like
to the chandelier room.
If you guys liked my Titty Nipple productions, you should check out the VIP Suite movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh, you're right. That was now I remember. That's when I got drugged. So I hung out with people, and I was taking
Wait,
care of the beginning,
whoa.
and then I wanted to leave, and then of course I got stuck. Like,
Nobody drugged you.
oh no, it was some
Yeah,
random
Curse
girls
of the
that-
Tarot
I got
card.
drugged, and now I'm going to the psychedelic things. Hey, my downward spiral start.
I was watching D-Shack, whatever, Hacker and Stosh, and like I wanted to leave, and then there was like some other guy who was with us, and I was like, "Hey, you want to leave?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Let me use the bathroom. I'll come right back." And I came back, and he was gone. So I was like, "Okay, well, I'll hang out with the people there." I'm like trying to like wake up in the morning for an event, and then some girls were like, "Oh, you want to go play like blackjack?" And I was like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Hey, Hacker, I'm gonna go do this." And he's like, "Oh yeah, have a fun time." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Ugh." And then I of course like knew I was drugged. I mean, luckily I was eventually able to get away. When they were like, "Give me like $200 to play, $500 to play blackjack," I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Give me $200." And I was like, "Well, I can't. It's like in Bitcoin." And they're like, "Well, push right out of the ATM." And whatever. They got me to take the money out of the ATM. Then of course they like lost a hand, won a hand, and they put money in their purse. And then they like won a hand, and then like they lost the money. And then later they're like, "Hey, can I have more money?" I'm like, "No, you have that money in your purse." And I'm like, "I'm sure it's in there." And then I was like, and then like, you want to go through security? And I was like, "I would love to go through security." And then once I said that, they're like, "No, I don't want to do that." And then they got some guy that threatened me.
It was you, me, D-Shack, Stosh, Betts.
Oh, Betts. Yeah, Betts. He was the one I was like,
Betts
"Hey,
was
I
with us.
want to leave. Let me use the bathroom and come back." And I came back, and he's like, "You were gone." And I was like, "I told you I was going to use the bathroom." And then he's like, "I got lost." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Because I was like, "Where'd you go?" And I was like, "I could have just left then." But I was like, "Oh, well, maybe I'll keep an eye on whatever D-Shack, Hacker, and Stosh." And
Yeah.
And then you got drugged and robbed by some hookers.
Yep.
Keep in mind.
I like that. That's just so matter of fact.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you got drugged.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got arrested. If I realized it
talking about
sooner,
the
I would have
woman-
100% gone and got to the
in
hospital
mind,
to get tested.
Yourself drugged if you're the
You
one.
told me about the woman you gave money to go play. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you giving? Well, because she asked me to. I'm like,
No, I
just
said
don't
no.
give strangers
I said no
money.
so many times. That was the whole thing. That she was like, "Money." I was like, "No, no," and she kept
I
asking.
like
me,
that.
"That's
That's
she's
just like money. Like
she's
she's
like,
not
"Play a
even.
$50 blackjack table." I'm like, "No, I'm not playing $50 blackjack." She's like, "This one?" I'm like, "No," and she's like, "This one?" And I was like, "Yes." So it's like definitely like I couldn't say no enough times. There was actually another guy there that they took as well. And I was able to tell him like, "Hey, I think we're being taken advantage of." I couldn't get away, but like I could warn him. Yeah, but so it was like at least I'd taken Adderall earlier, so it was like at least like drinking. And it was like
You
the girl
had my number. Why didn't you call me and say I need help?
Well, I mean, I couldn't do a bunch of things. That's why I was like, I like couldn't like look at my phone. I was like, I tried to ask a security person type of thing. I mean, luckily, went with Tara earlier, and she's like, "Let's go get some alcohol, whatever it's Walgreens." So we walked all the way there. I'm like, "Hey, let's call an Uber." She's like, "No, let's walk all the way back to the Bellagio or something to call an Uber." So that I could walk all the way back. So at least like in my state, I was able to walk all the way back to the Bellagio because like the security guy, like the girls ran out this door, and I was like, "Hey, like, can you do something?" The security guard's like, "Did you take pictures of them?" And it was like earlier in the night, Betts was like, "Oh, don't take a picture of me because it's a crypto." And so like I didn't take a picture of the girl. But then at the casino, they were like, "Did you take a picture of them?" So now I know at casinos, like, take a picture of everything. Like you don't worry about pulling out your phone and taking photos because like they want proof of photos. Jeez. So that was a good learning experience. And then the security guard, I was like, "Hey,
learning
do
experience."
like, "Do you have pictures?" And I was like, "No, I don't have pictures." And then he's like, "Well, you better leave." And then I like walked out he sent me out the door, the same door they went out of. And I was like, "Oh, luckily I wasn't like kidnapped or something."
Oh wow!
All
So,
right,
like, I took
new
pictures.
plan, Jim. You
I'm
just
back.
invite Boulder on every week and just let him just say some random. We would have 1,000 times more viewers, guaranteed.
I do hate the
This
smell of
is all you
cigarettes. And so like
is all
the
you
girl, I forget, did she
So what's worse? This Boulder, what's worse? The smell of cigarettes or 3 fingers in your butt?
But yeah, I feel like did she try to, I forget if she tried to kiss me or she was smoking a cigarette next to me. And so like at that point I know like from what people tell them, like I hate cigarettes. If someone like one smoking cigarettes next to me and I'm not moving away, I'm like too drunk to be with them. Don't let me walk away with them. The hacker was like, "Oh, go have fun." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I guess they don't know me well enough. And I guess they're from another country." And so like that would have been the time.
That
But I was
was
like, I'm trying to wake up early for this Upland event. So of course I slept through the Upland release, woke up, was confused why I slept.
That's why you were late.
Yeah. I was so
Oh.
confused why I slept through the event. Like, how did I miss my alarm? How did I not set an alarm? Like, how did I miss all this thing? I was like, I came here for this release, and how did I miss it?
Which city was that?
Whatever last year's Vegas was, because that's what
Bermuda.
And so like then I was maybe more agitated too, and then it was like a couple days later when I finally realized, oh maybe that's roofie, but like roofies only stay in your system for like 48 hours, and so that's why I was like asking like Upland. I was like, should I go to a hospital? If I realized that day, like the day that the Upland released, I would have gone and tried to get tested like immediately, but like I was confused why I had missed it and why I slept through things and like what was happening.
You were in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it was Bermuda. That's why I missed.
Holy.
Wow. So like
And that was
that's how I learned that
that might be the tamest Boulder story I've heard.
I mean, the girls. They asked if I was alone, and I was like, "Well, whatever." I mean, the other people were saying right there, and I was just like, "Well, why are they asking?" I was like, "I'll say I'm alone, even though I'm with people." Type of thing. See where this goes, type of thing. I actually.
See where this goes? You're gonna end up in a bathtub missing organs, you psychopath.
I was with other
What's
people.
wrong with
So
you?
actually, they were really surprised when like D-Shack and other people came over. They're like, "Oh wait, that." I'm like, "Oh hey, that's your."
Yeah, because they thought they found a
lone
lone sheep that they could exploit, and they're like, "Oh shit, people will notice if he's missing. That's bad. We need somebody we can disappear." Like they were gonna disappear you, bro. You were gonna be gone, girl. I don't know if that's the right context, but that's what was gonna happen for sure.
That's why I wanted to get a camera like she's had, so I could like record everything. Because like,
yeah, that would definitely. You should have a body cam on you at all times, and then you should just live stream your life because I would watch that.
Yeah.
I would never turn it off. Honest to God, I would never turn it off.
For evidence,
Like the Truman Show.
I would get a VR headset and I would live on your chest. I would just have a VR headset and you would carry me around and I would be there forever watching your life, and it would be the best thing ever.
Since I was like they were like, it was like the whatever Cosmopolitan or whatever. So that's what it was. So it's like, okay, because I was like just chandelier bar. So because I got to go to chandelier bar, so I wanted to show the fizzy drinks. But the girl put the lipsticks on and blocked my view to drinks. But there were like 3 drinks there or whatever. But I did drink a couple of them, and so it was like maybe the alcohol hit me. But I was like, I feel like I was probably like drugged on one of those times.
Like this happens week in and week out with you. Like
how?
Like,
I don't.
I don't understand.
It's called borderline personality disorder.
It's called Boulder magic. It's the magic of Boulder. Like it's
I mean, people ask at events like, do I go out a bunch? I was like, no, I like whatever. I don't have to go out. I can look whatever. I do work on my computer for a few months or weeks. It's not like It's just like whenever an event comes, it's kind of fun to go to the side events and meet people.
I wish I had that energy like you for that.
No, but-
I just don't want to do anything.
Oh yes, Octavius doesn't like crowds, which I didn't realize because I was like when he was like, "Oh, come to this party with me," and then he came in and I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "I want to go to this other party." I'm like, "Cool," and he disappeared. I'm like, "Hey, where'd you go?" Well, I guess since I didn't find you, I guess I'll go to this party. I didn't see you there. I guess I'll continue on. And he's like, "Oh, I like could have messaged you," and I was like, "Well, messaging would have been great."
You're
so I had a whole discussion on like, don't leave an event. I mean, he did the same thing to someone else, but he invited them and then left them at a party.
You're
And
kidding me.
Boulder.
Yes, and you wonder crazy shit happens.
Yep.
Boulder, this is just one of the episodes that we just love to see in the pre-show and the after show of the Upland Xperts
Yeah.
podcast. that
Yeah,
has
this is
been
a
running
taste of
for
what
5
the
whole
last-
years.
For the last 5 years, pre and post show. You don't know. It's like rolling a D20. Sometimes he doesn't show up. Sometimes he puts us on mute. But then you hit that nat 20, and oh my God, hold on to your balls because you're going to hear things that you didn't know could be put into a sentence and shared with somebody. Like, I've had to talk to my therapist about things that you said.
Dude, like some of the things that Boulder has shared, it like traumatized me. I'm like just like what? I'm like,
Genuine
did I
trauma.
really hear what I hear? Hold on. I need somebody to drop because I want Goldie to jump on because he's got some stuff too. So
I have to go to the store. Bye-bye.
Well, he can.
all right, Rock.
All
Hey,
right,
Rock. Appreciate everything you done. That video you did today was
legend.
amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
Legend,
I'll catch
brother.
you in 15 minutes.
But yeah, the only
Alright.
traumatizing thing was the Upland event where like I was with people who like let me go off with some strangers. when I was trying to go to sleep.
No, bro, that is not the traumatizing event. The stories you have shared with us are beyond traumatizing. And the fact that you don't even recognize that because it's just a normal day of your life is what makes it traumatizing. Because you're like, I don't know. Yeah, I was that guy's puppet for like an afternoon. I don't know.
Boulder's like, pivot.
He's not like pivot. He's just like, it is what it is.
I forget what I was going to say.
Throw in another finger. Let's see what happens.
Throw in another finger.
3, 4, 5, whatever. Fist it. It's good with them.
Jesus.
Crazy.
He's the real Upland puppet.
Oh my God.
Oh, I remember. It was a party. It was
mic drop.
Wow. Yeah, that was.
I was with Octavius at, and I was there earlier for a Based Angel one, and I left and learned a bunch of things about ordinals, which was fun. And then the guy was like, "Well, we won't kick you out." And I'm like, when I left, I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna come back." So like, let me back in, type of thing. So I like made friends with everyone. They let me back in. But then I left at night and met up with like my friend Britt and then Octavius. And then there's a guy who works for Crypto.com who could get people into the party. And of course, my friend Britt was like, "Well, we can't lose him because he's gonna wander off if he gets bored." So I'm like, "We'll keep track of him." Then he wandered off and got into the party. And then I went back to the party that Pink Floyd was at. That was like invite only, for like tokenized something. That was like a private party, and tried to get into it. And Octavius was like, "Oh, come with me." Or he's like, "Get me in." I'm like, "Well, I can't even get in myself." And the girl was like, "Well, I'm a girl. I can come with you." And I was like, "I guess that works fine. Like, I guess that works in parties." So I was still like hesitant. I was like, I didn't even have a ticket, and I didn't know the people if I was gonna recognize anyone who let me in. Whatever. I walk, and then we're like, and she's like, "Well, we can't take 6 guys and 1 girl into a party. Like, this isn't gonna work." So like I was like,
I mean, I don't know how the bouncers didn't take one look at you and go, "He's gonna steal all the pussy if we let him in."
And Octavius turned around, and me and her walk off to get to the party, and Octavius is like yelling our names, like, "Come back, come back, come back!" And I was like, "We told you we couldn't get in. You in?" And then we get in. Of course, I like walk in, and I'm like, I turn around, and the person's like, "Oh, this girl's with you." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I guess she's with me." So we go in and find a guy from Crypto.com. She goes to the bathroom, and I turn around, and Octavius is like, "Oh yeah, my name was just on the invite list. I'm a VIP." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. We didn't even need you. You didn't even need me to get you in." That was the same with like all the other guys. All 3 of them had like VIP bracelets. And I was like, "Oh, cool. You guys had full access. That was great. Like, you didn't even need me to get in."
That was a long story, Boulder.
You still kick it with Octavius?
I mean, I never met him before. I know him from Fat Cats.
He's kind of like a known scammer. Like, I wouldn't fuck with that guy.
Oh my God.
I mean, he runs a group. He's starting a bank now for crypto people.
Sure.
All right, then open up your bank account and put all your money in it and see what the fuck happens. I'm a financial crimes investigator of 18 years, and that guy.
But no, yeah, I mean, the Upland was different with him, but I was like, the other group, I mean, he's traded. Well, I guess actually, I realized he's not the one trading. It's other people in the group after interacting with him. I was like, oh, okay, he's different than I expected.
They're called straw men.
Oh, but yeah, that was like Tar.
Anyways,
Let him go. How would? Come on.
I think.
Have you learned nothing from Boulder? He is super secure. He only occasionally gets drugged and robbed randomly. Okay, I'm sure that he is a smart investor. Leave him be.
Yeah, I mean, I did plenty of parties, like the one with BitBoy where he stole this Boyd 8 bottle.
All right, guys, take care.
Good night. Oh yeah, but
you broke TM. You broke TM.
You broke TM.
You
wow.
broke him. That was
It's
fantastic.
amazing.
I mean, in 5 years, that's never happened. He usually breaks us. We usually like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna lose my mind. And you made him deuce.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good point. I shouldn't have said that word.
What word?
Oh, the message thing TM said in the video. I should have like the person who works for the company that I said.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
That I won't say again.
Not like we couldn't rewind and listen to it again.
Yeah, nobody rewind and listen to it and figure out what riddle that we just have to untangle because no one actually cares. All right, fantastic. And that would be the most views that this video ever got anyway. Let's hope that there's some.
Oh, I wonder if
go back and listen to it. There's $1 million riddle that Boulder has left, and only you can solve it in the last episode of the UpX podcast.
One of the clues to the buried treasure in America.
Exactly. There it is. Spoiler, you're going to need rubber gloves and a lot of lubricant.
Oh, yeah. Now it's getting really fun. Look who we got now.
Oh, look.
Oh my God! Wow, look at this! Oh my God, Jesus!
Louder, you fuck. Jesus.
Calm your ass.
There's old PB and Hips himself.
I think Goldsmith needs to be right up next to TML. That way he
Yeah,
can-
move me up to the corner. A little closer. Oh yeah,
Put
there
him
you
closer
go.
to TML. Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
Why
Closer to his teeth.
Put TML to the right.
Turn your camera back on. Get it in there.
There we go.
Come on,
Much
right
closer.
back. Oh yeah.
TML, scoot over to your right.
Is he
Yeah.
loud to anybody? It feels like he is screaming.
Goldie, a little bit more to the left.
Yeah, a little more.
There
Very
it is.
loud.
There you go. Get the peanut butter.
There you go.
Not the peanut butter.
We're out of sake. You go to peanut butter. That's how that works.
Wow.
Oh.
The titty.
Yeah.
The titty man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
man.
broke the mug?
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Man, I hear somebody's stomach growling.
You look like what the hell is that? You look like a rejected version of like somebody from Dilbert, like the cartoon Dilbert. Like you look like a character that should be on Dilbert, but then they're like, nah, this dude looks too fucking goofy. Scrap it. That's what you look
Ask
like.
me something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Record time. I broke him in quicker than no. I was gonna say Boulder at a convention, but
He left.
I won't.
He's back.
Oh,
I had to try to get my mic muted for, or at least lower for TML.
no.
With
I
ears.
mean, it's fine. But
I don't control StreamYard.
what are you? What is?
I'm tickling.
Oh, you're Oh, I thought you were. It looks like you're fondling cheese. It looks like you're fondling cheese.
Do it again, Steve. Do it again.
Do it again. Oh, can somebody call Shaq back in? I think we got a program here. Let's get this people train started. I would like.
Here you go, JT. You need some water.
You took something cute and innocent and made it horrible. Thank you, TML.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's all I ever do.
Uh-huh.
That's my job.
Was it ever cute and innocent, cheese?
Yeah, she was tickling me.
Yeah, no, it's the product.
What is she
Everything
doing?
she does is cute and innocent.
Exactly.
We just pervert it because we're terrible human beings.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Gotta go. Love you. Bye.
All right, JT. Love you, brother. Thank you so much.
Big bad wolf.
All right. Bro, it's our last episode and we've hit 3 hours.
I mean,
We're not doing that 8
you
hours.
didn't have
though, are we?
anything planned. You had zero things planned for this show. This was going to
So
be
wait
a
a minute.
45-minute show if I left it to you. You're welcome.
So is the point of the show that you're gonna never do a show again, but you're just gonna let the show run forever?
We're just going to live stream until one of us dies.
Oh my god.
That's how it's done.
Yes.
Look, I was just like, I'm going to wing it. But it really did surprise me that you I love it so much, brother, that all the effort you put into this last show, because I was kind of like on the effort end of it, just like it's over, it's done, and yeah. So
No, I wasn't going to let us go out like that, man. I wasn't going to let you go out like that. I could have gone out like that. I don't give a shit. I'd been like fucking deuces, but you deserved better. You put in way too much fucking work over the last 5 years to just go out like, whatever, just another show. Like that was never going to be acceptable by me.
And I appreciate the whole community, everybody that's tuned in every Thursday night, everybody that's been behind the scenes in the backstage studio that's helped us out, all the interviews we've done. It's been a very fun time. It's a sad moment to end it, but yet it's the appropriate time to end it.
Yep. It's like that dog you had earlier this year.
You're gonna make more cheese cry. We don't want to talk about it.
People not
Animal.
I
puppies.
mean, you know you're good friends when you can make somebody laugh about joking about them putting down their dog. Like that was a traumatizing moment.
You're gonna upset more cheese is tearing up. We gotta
Yeah,
stop.
that's because the show's ending. Now,
It's because the show's ending.
yeah. She don't give a shit about his dog. She didn't even know that dog. She's like, fuck
No,
that
I
dog.
love
I'm sad
animals.
about the show.
You talk about some. No, all right, cheese.
No, don't do it, Cheese.
I know. I
You
stopped
were going to
myself.
take
I
yourself
stopped
there.
myself.
You're about to take
Nah.
yourself.
Jesus.
No, and I do appreciate it. And I know I busted your balls for actually preparing, but today was actually amazing with Rodrigo's videos, you reaching out to Upland for Dirk and Edon to do their videos, the ninjas hanging out because I was just kind of like winging it. And they were texting me all week. I'm like, I want you guys on the show. And like, we never really featured them. And everybody else that joined us, and I was messaging them in the moment, like, hey, jump on now. So, and everybody that submitted the videos, it was just.
And for the record, I had a lot of people, and I feel bad because a lot of people sent in like texts and like Warboy. I probably should have put that together too. There was probably like, but then I got so many messages back from Discord. In fact, did you know that if you don't use Discord a lot, that when you start messaging, that it goes, we think that you got hacked and that there's somebody fake using your account. And I had to prove I wasn't a robot. I had to prove that it was really me because I was sending so many messages and getting so many messages back. They were like, something's wrong with this account. This account has not been this active ever. So shout out to all the people. I know it was very last minute. And also, I didn't tell them it was our last show because I know that there would have been even more. I just said, hey, it's for our 5-year if you could send us something. So definitely appreciate all of that. And feel free to send any of those well wishes directly to Too Stupid. He does check his Discord way more than I do. I know that it would be appreciated.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Wow. I'm probably be hopping off in a second. It's been nice hanging out with everybody. TML, Too Stupid, 5 years. I haven't been around for the whole 5 years, but I've been around some of it. And thank y'all for y'all's time and dedication to everything.
Yep. Thank you, brother. Keep that racing. Keep on fast.
I'm debating myself. Should I just give up while I'm at the top?
I mean, no, don't. Yeah, no. Don't pull an UpX podcast where you could have given up at the top, but you waited until you dragged your name all the way through the mud and broken glass and destroyed any reputation you actually had, and then end at the bottom. Jesus. Don't do that.
Well, if you know anything about my racing career, that's how my racing career started, and then I had to build it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we should have quit last year when we won Broadcaster of the Year and been like, and we're out.
Yeah.
But we still had some hope left in us back then. It was good times.
All right, y'all. Everybody, good night. Thank y'all for having me on.
Thanks, City. But we do love everybody that supported us. It's been an awesome run, and good luck to the content creators that are taking the torch from us.
I want to see a gym podcast, maybe even if it's just once or twice a month. That would be cool. Just talk about gym stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about your whiskey. I don't know.
Monthly update with Whiskey Jim. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Monthly update, like Jim, like we usually start slurring our words around the same time at night with the whiskey. So, you guys, TML and Too Stupid, you guys, you started like you said January 2020, 2022.
Yeah, 2020.
June 2020, we went on YouTube on February 2022.
But yeah, we have Spotify back to 2020.
I mean, that's when we started, and that's when we started watching you guys, and I don't know, you've been inspired us and helped us, so thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, man. You guys got to carry that torch. I expect you to be winning next year. I swear to God, if Y2K wins another thing, I'm going to come back.
Has he
just to
won
suck
multiple
the
years
shit
in a row for the same thing?
No,
Not in a row. But has he? He's won multiple things.
Yes,
it's fine.
Yes,
but it's the same category with different.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you just
But we
trying to
know-
rub salt in the wound, Boulder?
Like
what?
Boulder, I'm coming to Colorado and messing you up over this. We did like I was trying my best not to bring this stuff up in the show. Like that, like it was the most neutral, like for as controversial as the show has been over the past year, and as much negativity as the show has spewed over the last year, even though the great things we did with 31 and 31, like it should have been a no-brainer. But they went with they were just like, Boulder, I'm coming to Colorado and messing you up.
It's simple. It's simple. You guys are too exciting this year because the people who have won multiple times is the people who are right in the middle, boring. Just make it easy for Upland to say not controversial. So take that as an accolade this year, anyways.
And Jim and TML, we're gonna end on a positive note. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we gotta turn the ship around. Jeez, old Pete.
Boulder trolling me.
Boulder unintentionally with the troll. So he's won multiple times.
Yes,
same
twice.
category. So that's possible. You could win multiple times in the same category. You guys didn't, but it is technically possible. By the rule.
And he didn't create content for months. He did not create content for a couple of months.
Positive note.
But yet we did 31 and 31 with the
right, so what are we calling this
people
monthly?
in the community to
sorry, but I mean, I thought the Ninjas are gonna stream for a whole another year now since they didn't win. They're
So
gonna do
it's gonna be like how they have like hot ones.
If I need to go to sleep, no.
It should be like 2 shots of whiskey with Jim, like whiskey with Jim, whiskey with Jim, and so you invite people on and you drink whiskey and you talk about Upland. You just take shots of whiskey and you see how far you can go before it gets ridiculous. that would be an entertaining
I'd watch
show.
that.
I would say that I would watch it, which
I mean,
is
you don't
pretty
need to
good.
take shots. You can drink something that tastes smoky and yummy.
What do you like to drink that tastes smoky and yummy?
I mean, I don't know.
I think the question is, what do you like to put in your mouth that tastes smoky?
Yummy.
I don't know that's not the. I mean that.
It's not whiskey.
I don't like whiskey. I'll
But
drink
what's
vodka.
It was smoky tequila. It was really yummy.
Mezcal?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, mezcal, but it was like Casa Azul. That was the yummy one.
I thought you said pasta vazul.
That's not smoky.
The actor Pascal. So
I haven't had pasta vazul in so long.
But mezcal was yummy last night. I meant to order it margarita, but then this guy I met, he had ordered a cup and he's like, I gotta leave, so he gave me the cup. But then like right after he gave me
have
the
you
cup,
learned nothing about accepting drinks from strangers? Jesus,
he's drinking from strangers.
No, he
Oh
wasn't
my
a stranger.
God.
He's a guy I met at ETH Denver, and I met him again at Vegas, and he's like organizing an event, and he was drinking himself. But I mean, it could have been something else. But
just drink this. He hands him a cup. Just
Here,
drink this. I'll
drink
see you in
this.
20
You'll be all
minutes.
I was gonna give it to that blonde over here, but you know what? You'll
he was
do.
like, "You like it?" Oh, you already have a drink, and I was like, "Well, I do like that one." So like, oh, and then right after that,
John,
let's go out to the pink bus. And so I was like, "Oh, I better pour it into this water bottle that doesn't have any water left in it."
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Christ.
Is John Fitzwell someone we know?
Yes.
I don't want to do his thing.
I don't know. All right. So
Sorry, John.
We went 3 hours. I got to drive my mom and my daughter to the airport in 6 hours, but it's just hard. It's been, for as long as Thank Me Later myself have talked about the end and even approaching the end and the emotions and everything you think about being the end. It's just kind of crazy. We're going to still send our messed up texts to each other each and every day, but not coming to hang out every Thursday night after 5 years is going to be very strange.
It's going to be weird for sure.
Weird for us too.
Yeah.
You got to start playing video games, Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Play
You
Doom.
can hang out.
with us.
You just don't stream at the same time.
Yeah.
You just have the pre-show. or
We
post-show.
we just go and just sit on a Zoom call together. No,
Back in
that's
the old,
weird.
like back in the old days, you just do a Zoom call every Thursday. Just don't put it out publicly.
Just don't stream it.
You don't stream it. Yeah.
And I
save it for later.
That sounds sadder than anything I've ever heard. Just two grown men just in a Zoom call. Like, remember when we used to live stream these conversations? And you know what? We'd have the same size audience, essentially. Like, percentage of humans watching us would not change. Like, so
here's the worst secret of the night. I told my wife that you were just quitting the show, Joe. And she said, "What are you going to do with the podcast?" I'm like, "I'll figure it out." So she still thinks I'm streaming every Thursday night.
And you're just gonna go jerk it and drink in the garage. Like,
He bought himself 2 hours in the man cave every Thursday.
Every Thursday. I'm recording. He's just sitting there drinking whiskey alone, talking to he's gonna get like the Wilson ball, and he's just gonna be talking to Wilson. You know what? I'm gonna send you a stuffed turtle. I'm gonna send you a stuffed turtle you can put on your desk. So that way if anybody comes in, you'd be like, "No, I'm talking to TML." And they're like, he needs to be locked up. For sure. He's crazy. Oh my God.
I was just like, yeah, Joe's last show is tonight. You know, I told her last week, I'm like, yeah, Joe has a lot of stuff going on in his life and he's done with the podcast. And
wow, so you put it all on me too.
Crackhead.
Yeah. You know how Joe has had his struggles over the years. Well, they just got the best of him. And you know what? We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray for him. But we'll find a way to carry on in his memory. Wow.
But
Jesus.
Wow.
But look, for the last like, if you got like, in one way, I kind of want to record my life just for the community so you understand what goes on behind the scenes, but yet that's super vain. But yet at the same time, over the last 5 years, I've carved out this like from 8 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday to midnight on Thursday. It's just been my time. Other than that, it's my family, my work, my kids' extracurricular activities. So that's my time. You know, everything else I dedicate to my family. So it's just been my time. It's not, you know, I've cut out a lot of things in my life that I like to do. So I was just like, how do I hold on? Because once you give up this time, you never get it back. You don't get it back.
No, you're not getting it back. I think you just do, you know, Thursdays with Whiskey Jim. You just come on and stream, bring everybody over, and you talk about whatever you want. You get random people on.
Just burp for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Do it.
There you go, man.
That was my favorite.
Do it.
Oh my God. When you didn't know that the mic
Cheese,
was
Goldie.
Oh my God.
That was so good. That was so good.
Yeah.
Now, KO, you have to tickle Tibble.
Do not. I will pee on you. I will R. Kelly all over you. I needed to pee 2.5 hours ago. I thought this was going to be a quick show. I did not
stand up and go.
I did not allocate my liquids appropriately.
No. All right.
You heard Boulder. Stand up and go.
KO's like, is this a problem? I'm sorry. Pivot. Cheese. Okay.
He's like, they don't call me the Golden Ninja for nothing.
Yeah, come on, cheese, melt down.
Spray it on me, big boy. Like, wow, that's not the kind of show we're running here.
Oh my God.
No te voy a dar ni madres. No.
Did you just say a prayer for us? I hope you did, Rocky.
My dog, he wants something.
Okay.
He wants to say goodbye to you.
Oh. Well, we definitely won't be streaming again before he's gone.
Michael Caller, I got 4 kids, so I've definitely taken care of those bedroom responsibilities. And,
I like that you could barely say the word responsibility. That's how you know it's getting good. I take care of my responsibilities. Don't worry, Mama. I'm going to drive you to the airport real good real soon.
It's fine.
Well, that was
Jesus. I just hate saying goodbye. All right. So
it's
now,
a Midwest thing. This
John
is the
Fitzwell,
Midwest 3-hour goodbye. This show was done 20 minutes in after we aired our acceptance speech and went, yeah, we're quitting. We could have ended right there. But then you were like, no, I'm going to milk it for another 3 hours.
Wait, I did not milk it for 3 hours. You actually did an amazing job of prepping for the show.
45 minutes in, we were done. I played the
monthly show. Then you have enough time to prep.
The Dirk and Edon, which was my final. I was like, this is it. I want to play this and then cut to credits because this was my last thing. And then 3 hours go by after that because you were milking it because you can't quit me. I got you.
I can't quit you.
I can't quit you. I'm also picking off all my toenails now. Now you made me do bad things.
Put the toes away.
I'm not going to show them, but that's what's happening.
Honestly, thank you everyone for 5 amazing years. Thank you so much for the community support.
100 viewers. We had 100 viewers. Look at that.
Ask it biggie.
And I don't think it's from. Is it? It's not.
No, that's a troll X1.
Yeah, no, that's the real X1 isn't legally allowed to watch.
Yeah.
That's the troll X1. But no, thank everyone for 5 years. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a couple weeks off, see what I want to do. Thank Me Later is working on his board game, so definitely check that out. It's amazing what him and his girl are doing with board games.
But yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
KO,
you guys so much.
Thanks for joining us. Sorry I didn't give you more. Sorry I was flaky. Thank Me Later. Thank you so much for finally preparing for a show after 5 effing years.
Oh, it took me
5 fucking years, and you finally prepared.
Like I said, you can thank me later.
I'm thanking you now.
All right.
TC, everyone else that joined us. Thank Goldie. Thank you guys so much. Rock, that was an amazing video. Everybody that joins us every Thursday night, everybody that catches up with us the next day, next couple of days, thank you so much. It's been an amazing run. I'll figure out what I want to do. Next week, I'm going to probably put my headphones on and drink whiskey and pretend I'm talking to people. So she just thinks I'm replacing Joe, so I don't know. If you want to hang out next Thursday at 9:15, let me know. We might do a voice chat on Discord so I can pretend.
I love that.
I like voice chat.
I love that. I join.
So do we go? Well, we played old school going in, so we'll play new school going out. Anybody before we get out of here?
Love you all. Thank
you for the 5 years.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Los amo.
Yeah, thank you. I wish I took a better video at Meow.
Oh. I wish we had some more of those feet pictures.
Jeez.
All love.
Yeah, we've had like 6 good times to go to credit, and you haven't picked one.
The Xperts podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host too stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland property experts, baby.